PLRZ. PLRZ.
A plus trade? Yeah, I can talk about it. We'll talk about some stuff.
PLRZ.
So here, give me a second. We'll talk about some strategy stuff. What do you think the Fed decision will be? He's going to be a 25 basis point cut almost certainly. All right, guys. Hey, we have 7.5 minutes left until we got house
PLRZ.
Building
PLRZ. PLRZ.
IREN. UPST.
PLRZ.
HUT.
Wait, is the 40K
PLRZ.
guy here? Where's the 40K guy?
Wolf.
I don't see the 40K guy. I see Jonathan Rogers. He's a different guy.
BBA. OXLC.
Coming up at 8:30. Housing starts month over month for November. And housing starts for November, expecting 1.35 million. Building permits for November, expecting 1.43
SLA.
million.
PRZO.
All right, guys. So we're going to talk about some strategies.
ASAN. IREN. King.
All right, guys. So
SMXT.
about 6 minutes left.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
BBAI.
Yeah. Jonathan Rogers ain't
PLRZ.
giving me 40K, and that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the guy just trying to see my my transaction history in crypto.
PLRZ.
Which, again, I gave him an account that, like, he's not going to really see anything. I think in the last year I might have, like in that account I might have, like, transferred, like, 130 bucks, you know? So, I mean, you know.
PRZO.
I don't know what they're trying to do, like,
CIFR.
but hey.
RR.
No 40K for me.
PRZO.
All right, guys. So we got 700 people watching right now. Hey, thank you so much.
hello.
We'll see what building permits and housing start data shows here. I'm ready for it.
PLRZ.
I'm ready for it, guys. Building permit, housing start data going live today.
PLRZ.
We'll see if we get anything good. I'm ready.
BBAI.
Oh, it already happened. Yeah, he's either trying to
NRXP.
scam me. He's trying. I don't know what he's trying to do.
KNDI. COMM. MFI.
VRAR.
PLTR.
All right. So let's talk about strategies, right? So again, the 200 exponential moving average. I'm going to preface everything I'm about to say with I have no idea what I'm talking about. Do not copy me. I'm not an investment professional. But you can kind of see the 200 exponential is a really good trend level. It's a really good trend mover. Hey, buddy. I love you, dude. Have a good day, bud. I love you. Have a good day. Did he study?
He is studying. I mean,
You got to get up and make him study.
I know I tried to. He had trouble waking up.
All right. Love you.
AYRO.
All right, guys. Sorry, my kids are leaving.
SMTK.
Yeah, so the 200 exponential moving average.
PLRZ.
Here, right? Like, what you got to look at is you got to look at fake outs too. So something that you'll see a lot is called a
PLRZ.
liquidity grab. It's when a major level breaks and then they retrace it all the way back up,
NRXP.
stealing
PLRZ.
liquidity from the traders that are getting
AAL.
stopped out. Now,
SMTK.
you can see the 200 exponential moving average is a trend indicator, right? So
PLTR.
long-term trend,
SMTK.
we're just maintaining this
Big
level,
spread.
here, maintaining this level. And you got to think about it like this. If you buy a dip to the 200 exponential, I do not copy me. If you copy me, you'll probably wrong. You'll probably lose money if you copy me or listen to me here. But I would argue pulling back to the 200 exponential is a good little dip level because most of the time it's going to work. When it does fail, that's like what, 1 out of 5, you know. And so I think there's an edge using the 200 exponential specifically on a 1-minute chart. So I use this a lot with my trading. I also look at liquidity grabs in that way too, where if we dip big underneath this level and then immediately come back up, I'm more optimistic in the upward direction. So if we dip under it and then pop right back up, I'm more optimistic in the upward direction. But in general, I'm just trend trading here with my strategies. I'm trend trading. I'm looking at like opening range breakouts at the opening bell. But I always wait until the open to trade. I'm not trading
CRVS.
PLRZ. There's no big edge. But this is how I trade after the open, so I hope that makes sense. We use a couple different strategies. I like to look at
Smart Chem, ticker SMTK,
right? So I look at candle wicks,
receiving a
we have like a big candle wick, like
1,000-pound grant from Innovate UK for advanced micro LED displays.
We're going to fill back up some of that candle, at least 50%.
Ticker SMTK.
Right? And so if we look like this, I will buy this here. You know, I will buy that and ride
shares
it back
getting
up
a pop on
and
that, trading up over 7%.
Sometimes it comes back down, sometimes it goes straight back up. But I will
VST.
attack large candle wicks on the upside or downside too. Yeah, I'm just saying other traders, market makers, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, mostly what we cover is economic data. So, like, we're not trading professionals. Like, we just cover economics and, you know, I think people who are like weird, you know, again, usually it's people who like tried to be a YouTuber and failed at it. Usually it's like the biggest haters that you'll ever meet are people who have tried and failed and like they're just kind of bitter and like butthurt about it. But
NRXP, VGZ.
What was I going to say? But yeah, they're the ones that'll get the most weird. A lot of the time they'll target like my day trading skills whenever it's like I don't even claim to be a good day trader.
GWAV.
Big spread.
I'm mostly an economist, right? Like we cover long-term data. I don't even sell anything in terms of like content. Like there's no paywalls behind my content. I don't sell a course. I don't charge for my Discord. Even becoming a member doesn't give you anything extra except for these coveted majestic emojis like Beardless John.
VRAR.
You know, my wife Carol, you know, Rosie the German Shepherd. But outside of that, becoming a member doesn't really get you anything extra because I told people there's not going to be any paywalls behind my stuff. And I want to stick to it, you know. At this point, if I tried to sell people a course, I would get so much heat, it wouldn't work, right? And I've backed myself into a corner. Because, again, I'd rather give people... And, again, I'm here to make money, but I give people free stuff, and then I make my money on the back end. Anyways, housing starts and mortgage data just came out. So we can look at that. They're not really going to influence things too much. But housing starts showed up at...
RR.
1.5 million, higher than expected.
NRXP.
Permits. Housing starts came in lower than expected. So higher than expected building permits at 1.5 million versus 1.43 million expected. Housing starts came in at 1.289 million versus 1.35 million expected. So weaker housing starts, stronger building permits. Not really going to move markets, although we are dropping.
PLTR.
Greenwave Technology Solutions, ticker GWAV.
Right, so this is kind of mixed signals.
Accelerates rare earth metal recovery amid global supply disruptions. GWAV shares getting a pop on that.
During the specified time. It's a measure of current activity and immediate demand for housing. And so again, housing starts showed weaker than expected. So again, a little bit weaker current demand for housing and stuff like that. Building permits referring to the number of permits issued for new residential projects. It's a forward-looking indicator.
Current accounts for Q3 minus 310.9 billion.
NVDA.
Builders may be pausing construction during the high rates, rising costs, labor
a negative 286 billion estimate.
Stronger building permits suggest builders are
housing starts for November 1.289 million versus 1.35 million estimate.
So I hope that makes sense.
Housing starts month over month for November minus 1.8%.
The big decision today
building
is the
permits
FOMC
for
meeting.
November 1.505 million versus the 1.43 million estimate. And
yeah, I mean, I
building
certainly
permits
make money.
month
I make
over
money
month
on the
for
back end.
November, 6.1%.
So I make my money on the back end, and so like we give everything away for free, and then profit on the back end of it. I think that's a better business model, and I would rather just be honest with people, and I don't want to like act like I think something happens when you claim to be a great trader, and it creates this unreasonable standard that you got to live up to, right? So where if you lose, you're more likely to take a bunch of dumb trades and lose more because you're so desperate to kind of like keep up with the standard that you've built for yourself. When I would rather just be honest with people and tell people, hey, I'm not an expert. You know, most of the content, like if people are selling you a course, you can find all of that stuff available for free somewhere. Right? Like most people selling courses took their content from somebody else, or took their strategies from somebody else.
Completes enrollment in Emerging, a phase 3 clinical study for the treatment of limb-girdle muscular dystrophy.
Really, it's publicly available content.
Anticipates filing for accelerated approval of SRP 9003 in 2025.
VSTE.
And again, guys, if you want to check out my sponsor, check out TopStep. Like, I do make money, but we have sponsors.
Intelligent Biosolutions, ticker INBS.
Force people to buy anything is what I mean.
510K submission to the US FDA.
Now, if you want to buy this, that's your own decision. Of course, you don't have to. But TopStep is a great company if you want to learn to day trade.
Shares of Intelligent Biosolutions,
so if you
ticker
fund your own account
INBS.
5, 10, 20, 30,000, you're probably going to lose a large chunk
Getting
of that,
a
at
pop on
least,
that?
if not the whole account. Because most day traders lose. It doesn't matter what course you take, who you follow. Most day traders lose. Now, that's the problem. Most day traders lose. Now, how can you get around that? Well, you can limit your risk with a funded account program. TopStep gives you a demo, and they test your skill with it. If you pass the test, they fund you. If you fail, you only lose the monthly subscription. And the base monthly subscription is very cheap, $49 a month. If you were going to pay for a demo with real-time data outside of this, it's going to cost a similar ballpark to that. And so it's kind of like a souped-up demo account. But
Channel
the demo account has no
ticker
pressure.
CHRO,
At least you're risking money here, so you're risking something, and you're learning how to trade under
FEC
pressure. It's a
data
beautiful
for
middle ground of it.
ABAT.
And if you pass it, you get a 90%
depot
split
formulation
once
of
you fund it. So that's similar to funding your own account. And you
inhibitor
get to
and
keep your first 10K
preclinical
in profit.
in vivo
So it's the best
nerve
of both
block
worlds.
model.
Limited risk, similar
Ticker
split to funding your own
CHRO shares
account.
getting a
And
pop on
again,
that, trading up about 16%.
as long as you follow their rules, once you're funded, if you're profitable enough, you can withdraw and fund your own account afterwards, right? No PDT in
American
futures.
Battery
You can day trade
Technology
the S&P, the
Company,
NASDAQ,
ticker
Dow, the
ABAT,
Russell,
awarded
gold,
a
some currencies,
$144 million
patterns
grant contract from U.S. Department of Energy for construction of second
right? But there's no
lithium
PDT restrictions.
ion battery
If you use
recycling
TopStep X,
facility.
there's zero commission. So look, if you look at this, right, there's literally zero commission.
TUYA.
There's 74 cents in fees per trade and zero commission.
CRVS.
So you can look at this, 74 cents in fees per contract. But per contract, you can make, like, look at this. Let me move myself over real quick. Per contract, you
BloomZ,
can make
ticker
$20,
BLMZ,
$30,
announcing
$40.
business
So
alliance
74
with
cents in fees per
Technoblood
contract
Esports
is tiny. It's tiny, and it really allows you to trade
integrate
small on top.
VTubers
Some of the
into
best
the
rules in
esport
the game
domain.
for funding. They've paid out over $150
ticker
billion to
BLMZ.
their traders. They fund thousands of traders. They've been around for over 12 years. It's
Shares
just a great
popping
way
on
to
that,
learn
trading
how
up
to
about
trade with limited risk,
25%
good middle ground of pressure.
pre-market.
And again, if you want to check it out, they're a
BLMZ.
sponsor of mine. I'm super biased because I get paid by them. Right, so I'm super biased. You want to confirm all this stuff with them. I don't guarantee anything.
EOSE.
You want to confirm all this stuff with them. Not an investment professional. And I'll put the link up in chat. Just a great way to help support your boy here on this channel. We appreciate the love. Thanks so much. There it is. And again, if you want to check out the link, I will put it up right here. Understand CFTC 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance have limitations, guys. I'm not an investment professional. I'm not liable if you lose. I also trade off stream. You're not going to see all my trades, guys. I don't even claim to be good.
Sun
Top
Card,
three
ticker
worst trader ever.
SDA.
If you copy me, you'll lose.
Wins
money.
bid to
PLRZ.
provide concierge transportation services for Shanghai rural commercial
All right,
banks.
there we go.
Valued
Now that my
clientele.
shameless plug is done here, let me get that out the way. All right, we're gonna get ready to day trade too. Would it be a sell the news event? I'm not sure. Hey, I resemble
EOS Energy,
that comment.
ticker EOSE.
You look like that comment, sir.
JFBR.
I'm assuming you mean resent that comment.
secures a 400 megawatt order with the International Electric
Yeah.
Power
DDC.
to deliver critical resilience in California.
Honestly, my trading on TopStep X has been pretty good, though. It's been pretty good. I'm not saying it's great. I'm not saying it's the top
EOS.
3 greatest ever, but it's definitely, top 4.
QUBT.
I would say. Worst ever. Here, I'll show you guys my stats real quick. We're doing pretty good, right? Again, I don't claim we're kind of in a testing phase for my day trading. Like we had a
PRZO.
losing month, and I tried to really start testing some of these strategies that I'm using on a regular basis, right? So if I look back at like my system here, number one, here's my
PLRZ.
graph, like long term over this period since November 25th. This is my stats, right? We had a little bit of a stagnation period, but here's my stats since
PLRZ.
November 25th, right? So slow and steady gains. Slow and steady gains. We actually broke highs again of the account.
PLRZ.
Or in the last like,
SNRE.
month. You can also see this right here.
PLRZ.
JFBR.
Like, look at that. So that's my graph here up until today. We broke the highs of the last couple weeks. And then again, you can kind of look at how many losing days I've had here in terms of net
Cognition Therapeutics,
trading
ticker
P&L.
CGTX.
We have had 3
Shares
losing
currently
days
up
out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
163%
6,
pre-market
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
after
12,
announcing
13,
results
14,
from phase 2
3 out of
study
15 losing days.
of
So we
dementia
are
with
80%
Lewy bodies.
accuracy right now. Daily. Like daily percent, 80%
PLRZ.
accuracy. We'll try to keep it up today. We'll see what happens. Now remember guys, today's the Fed
PLRZ.
meeting. And so one of the things that you
PLRZ.
get from days like today is potential choppy, low liquidity. Why do we get low liquidity on days like today? Because everybody's worried about the
PLRZ.
Fed decision and how that's going to impact markets. And so they're
PLRZ.
less likely to take big positions.
MOBX.
I didn't say only one month was red. I've certainly had more than one red
EOSE.
month, of course. You can trade crypto on Top Step. You can trade micro Bitcoin futures, that is. You can't trade Bitcoin.
My boss
directly.
texted to pick up these gift cards and send them the PIN numbers.
One more stop, boys.
At Meyer, we're always working harder to help make the holiday.
PLRZ.
OKLO.
All right, guys. It is the Fed decision day today. We are going to be day trading the opening bell. Be ready here, guys. Be ready.
SNRE. CCL. CHPT. RE2.
Monogram Technologies, ticker MGRM, providing 510K submission update following positive meeting with the FDA.
Powell has to come off hawkish
Ticker
turbines
MGRM.
next year, and he can't let his legacy be known as the inflation guy. Well, yeah, but he also doesn't want to crash. And so I think you got to look at the other side of it, too, and to a certain extent.
EOSE. MOBX.
RZLV.
Yeah, hopefully,
OKLO.
you know, you got so many people that
Okay, hello.
overpredict crashes here. I hope I could be like a voice of reason for people. And again, I'm not
RZLV.
telling people I know what's going to happen, but I've been
10.
right about the last few years. Like I told people we didn't have to crash years ago. And so many people told us we were about to crash. And I think like
SNRE.
you got to think about it objectively here. Typically when crashes happen,
QSI.
not a lot of people are betting on it. Like you got to think about what's going on. Like people are kind of like, hey, what's going on? Like why is the market pushing up as much as it has been?
VSTE.
But I think you have to think about the nature of why the market pushes up in general, right? The market pushes up in general and it tends to perform
VSTE.
well regardless of the economy in periods in which we have massive technology evolution. Okay, so like you see it a lot in the age of computers, you know, you see it a lot in when in the early 90s, late 80s. You see it a lot in the, mid 90s. You see it a lot as social media started growing in the 2010s and 2015. And so like it has a correlation with technology growth. And right now we're in a big booming phase of technology, right? Like AI, of course, is the obvious one, where AI is just causing these massive increases in interest and funding in Silicon Valley and growth.
MOBX.
All these things are growing at rapid paces. Microchip companies are popping off because of it. We also have, like, again, the next one I think is going to be social shopping. I think that's going to take over too. So social shopping is going to be big too. So we're just in a period where we have massive technology growth. And so with that, the stock market, the NASDAQ, the S&P, they've been breaking lifetime highs because of that. And again, like, that's how it goes. We'll have a pullback phase as well. It just depends on when, and nobody knows when. But I think a lot of people get misled by politics.
VC
to be honest,
Health,
right? I think
ticker
their politician tells
PSEE,
them how bad
awarded
it is, and so they end up thinking the stock market's gonna
teleradiology
crash
services
from it.
agreement with
And
Premier
this is
Inc.
usually not. I think also
Ticker
people want to be
VSEE.
contrarians, right? Like people want to be contrarians. They want to feel like they know something that nobody else knows, and that they know the market's going to crash, and then they just hold on to it too long and refuse to like look at what's going on objectively. And so I think that's kind of what we've seen recently in markets.
PLRZ.
And again, I still think we could correct next year. I don't know if that means we're going to crash or not, but I think we could. I think we could. Why is Tesla down so much in pre-market? Any news?
PRPL.
Tesla broke all-time highs yesterday, sir. I appreciate the donation, though. Thanks so much. I don't know. Let me look. I'll look up some news on Tesla. There might be, but I mean, things are not going to go straight up. If something breaks lifetime highs, it's kind of normal for it to pull back a little bit the next day.
HUT.
It's not going to go up, 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 up. Usually. Sometimes it does. Yeah, Baird maintains outperform on Tesla, raised price target to 480.
MLBX.
Live One says collaboration with Tesla surpassed 350,000 paid subs. Yeah, I don't see anything negative for Tesla, really. Okay, so the Tesla Shanghai plant manager reportedly departed. So Gang, who became manager of Tesla's largest factory output in 2017, told Tesla employees that Wednesday would be his last day, according to Reuters. Tesla did not immediately reply to MT Newswire's request for comment. So they're gonna
QS.
promote Fei Wang-jin
PLRZ.
as the new one. So he's gonna move up. But yeah, that's probably why it dropped a little bit. Chewy?
TKC.
MOBX.
Oh, I risked 200 to make 500. Just passed my combine. Nice, brother. Congrats.
ALGS.
Probabilities over prediction. Right. We're all trying to gauge probabilities, guys. Like, this is the important thing to understand about markets. We're all we can look at is probabilities, right? Like the likelihood of something happening. And there's always variance. Again, in poker,
Shares
there's
of
a chance I
OKLO,
lose
ticker
with ace-ace.
OKLO.
If I've got
Currently
ace-ace
up
like pre-flop,
15.5%
there's a
pre-market
chance I
after
lose.
announcing
ALXO.
OKLO
Even though
and
there's a chance I
Switch
lose,
partnering to
there's
deploy
only a couple
12
scenarios
gigawatts
in which
of
I
advanced
shouldn't
nuclear power.
bet my entire stack
Ticker
pre-flop with ace-ace.
OKLO.
Right, and the only really example is if you're in a tournament, and if you're in a tournament and multiple other people call in the table, and you have in the money considerations like the next person out is the last person, is the bubble, and like there's a lot of like there's some scenarios there, but outside of that, you got to look at probabilities of ace-ace winning, and it's highly probable ace-ace wins. But there's always a chance it doesn't. That's variance. That's called variance. And variance is certainly present in stocks and futures and finance. You might do everything right and still lose. You might do everything wrong and still win, right? But over the long run, if you take the favorable probability route, you'll probably make money. And that's the point. What time is FOMC? Listen, Cal, I'm not going to say right here, there's a big old timer, or a big old yellow banner here telling you what time the FOMC might be. I'm not going to say
PODC.
there could be a timer
ACHL.
up there, sir. Or a big old banner telling you what time it might be coming out. I'm not going to say there is, but use your eyes, sir. Use your eyes. Anyways, market's flushing a little bit here ahead of it. Yeah, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, so the Fed rate decision I said 2:30. Let me actually change that. I think
EOSE.
there we go. That's better.
PLRZ.
Put the timer. I'll put the timer up. All right. All right. All right. We got. Let's see what it is. It is 8:50 market time. We're just gonna go by 9 and then subtract 11 minutes. So it is 9 o'clock. So we got 5 hours left minus 10 minutes. So we got
MOBX.
4 hours.
AVU.
PLRZ.
RCAT.
Oh, no. We got 5 hours.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Here is the timer, guys. We got about 5 hours until the Fed decision. I'll put it over here in the corner. Right
PLRZ.
there we go.
VSTE.
Who's rude? All right, look at the market flush down here. Are you trying to say I'm rude?
SQQQ.
Well, Fredo, that's like a dagger to my heart, sir. You know, it hurts, man. It hurts, dude. I'm definitely one of the top 3 least rude YouTubers in the world.
MOBX.
Right now. How dare you? That hurts, man. Micro NASDAQ flushing. Yeah, look, the NASDAQ's flushing down a little
Global
bit.
Star
Here.
ticker GSAT
IRN.
and
Tesla
Hawk
related. I bought a
Networks
little bit of
announced
Alibaba this morning.
collaboration
We'll
and
see what that does.
availability
Apple's
of
been breaking
band
lifetime highs.
53 Spectrum on Hawk's platform, ticker GSAT.
Just be nice? When was that not nice? Come on now. Listen. If I use sarcasm, that's how I use humor, brother. I mean, listen, we can be hella emotional about it and, you know, get sad because I'm humorously and sarcastically trolling people.
MOBX.
But of course I'm not serious. And if you think I'm serious,
MOBX.
you got to understand the context of it,
MOBX.
sir. I'm definitely one of the top 3 nicest people of all time. And
RCAT. SQQQ.
be nice.
MOBX. MOBX.
Yeah, I said sir. I'm pretty sure I said sir.
MOBX.
But no, I'm just trolling people. Of course I'm trolling people. I do it
MOBX.
every time anybody asks me what time it is.
MOBX.
You know, you'll be okay. You'll be all right. I think it's important. To be able to,
MOBX.
you know, understand
MOBX.
sarcasm and laugh about it.
MOBX.
Yeah, it's all good.
MOBX.
I'm gonna keep trolling people. It's okay. You know, again, if you don't see the humor in it, just know I don't mean it seriously. I'm just messing with you guys. I can't be completely serious all the time. I don't think that would be a very fun stream to watch. And that's not really how I am in person. Like, I behave this way with my kids. Like, I like sarcastically
SOXL.
troll my kids all the time, you know. And so that's just kind of how I am.
PLRZ.
It really means I like you versus disliking you. If I didn't like you guys, I probably just wouldn't say
PLRZ.
much and just kind of sit here and mess around.
PLRZ.
It's actually the opposite. It means I like you guys,
KR.
not that I dislike you guys. Definitely top 3 sarcasm users in the world right now. Don't know how that affects U.S. markets. What FOMC calls a crash? Probably not.
Frequency Electronics,
People
ticker
listening to the channel don't-
FEIM,
yeah, no,
awarded
it's
contracts
good.
for quartz,
Again, it's all good, it's
oscillators,
all love, you know.
synthesizers, and receivers.
But no, it's at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard
Ticker
Time.
FEIM.
Did you grab the top yesterday of the NASDAQ? I mean, yeah, it's not you, it's me, guys. No. What do you mean grab the top? Did I buy the top? No.
PLRZ.
I made money yesterday, actually. I don't read the yellow letters either, but I thought it was funny. Yeah, I mean, that's the point. $7 p.m. in the UK. Yeah, it's all good, Wilfredo. I like you too, bro. It's all good here, dude. Again, I use sarcasm a lot, you know. I know Federal Reserve, but explain the news people, who are they? I know Federal Reserve, but explain to the news people who they are. The Federal Reserve is like the bank that polices other, not polices, I would say it's kind of like the bank that
VNC.
It's the bank that rules all banks. Okay, it's like
ABAT.
it's like the Ring of Power in Lord of the Rings.
KR.
Right. They create policy and make decisions for other regional banks, but the FOMC is like the main, or the Fed is like the Federal
Akari
Reserve is like the main
Therapeutics,
bank that
ticker
does it. And then they have a
AKTX,
bunch of smaller
appointed
banks and
Samir Patel as
regional
CEO.
banks is what they're called.
VSTE.
Now, what the Fed does
Ticker
is they influence
AKTX.
interest rates. Specifically, they influence short-term interest rates called the federal funds rate. What this is the rate that other banks charge each other to lend and hold money overnight. But eventually it trickles into other
RZLV.
rates, right? And eventually it will influence like mortgages indirectly and other interest rates like auto
VRAR.
loans and stuff like that throughout the country. It more directly influences home equity lines of credit, adjustable rate mortgages, and loans in general, right? Because those are the rates that they're using to adjust, right? In adjustable rate loans and mortgages. And so if the economy is in like a weak stance, or if they're trying to take a
RZLV.
precautionary approach to try to avoid weakness in the economy, the Federal Reserve will lower interest rates, right? And they lower interest rates because this unlocks cheaper access to money for people and contributes to more spending. So the more people that have cheaper access to money, the more businesses spend, the more people spend, the more the economy grows, in theory. And they also can raise interest rates, called rate hikes. They can also raise interest rates up. And they do this
TSLA.
when inflation's a problem. Like if too much spending has occurred and inflation has become a big problem, they will raise interest rates. You know, you saw this post 2020. In 2020, they cut interest rates.
HIMX.
The Federal Reserve can also do, economic stimulus, or the opposite of it, called quantitative tightening. They can do quantitative easing, which is basically a form of money printing in which they create bank reserves and then use those bank reserves to buy bonds and other financial assets.
KULR.
And they typically do this. This is a more desperate way to influence interest rates and stimulate the economy, right?
OKLO. OKLO. Kang.
Ready to tackle your debt?
OKLO.
We can help. A Stretch Financial Wellness Vision
SNRE.
subscription can help you.
In this video, I'm going to talk about a stock that is working directly with NVIDIA and Microsoft,
MOBX.
and they continue to claim that their stock price
RCAT.
is undervalued. They've had some recent insider buys. I'll talk about that stock towards the end of the video, but I first want to cover a few things, including the big 1000% runner today, ticker RIME, and I'll go over SIDU at some point. But guys, if you noticed on the channel, just 4 weeks ago, I was talking about ticker NUKK. This is the only Bitcoin-related, crypto-related, blockchain-related ticker that I was talking about on the channel at $1.61 right there when it was down 13% on the day. And as you guys know, NUKK was up 1,000%
LITM.
on the day, and absolutely incredible runners. Make sure you have the notification bell and drop a like on this video if you do enjoy this content. We had some pretty big winners in the private Discord, including NUKK was alerted here at 8:04,
CKPT.
here again at 8:23, here again at 8:25, here again at 9:01. Guys, I was talking about NUKK throughout the entire pre-market, and if you check here, it ended up going absolutely Parabolic 800% right there. Also on Twitter at @moonmarket_. I was talking about that. I was watching the dips here at 9:45 a.m. because we could have a potential PR coming on the 8K. They did end up dropping that PR. In the PR, it was an acquisition of a defense-related company having something to do with the Israel Iron Dome. And that again right there, 500%. So talked about this plenty of times in the Discord on Twitter before it ended up having its big parabolic run. And also, you know, Ace alerted this again at 11:58 right there, 11:58, right about somewhere right here for another almost 100% pop. So there was a lot of opportunity at a ticker NUKK today, an absolutely incredible runner. You can use the link in the top pin comment to get in the private Discord. And guys, just a quick lesson. Again, I've been telling you, I talked about this with SIDU yesterday. Look, if you draw your downtrend line, you know, using pre-market, draw that downtrend line, and you can keep an eye on that downtrend, guys. You can see it came up, broke over that downtrend, didn't really hold any candles over it, so it dipped back down, but then it came back up, broke over it again, held multiple candles over the downtrend, and also it broke over the previous pre-market high at 389, held multiple candles over that, and then boom, a lot of people like to get in either on the downtrend break or on the previous pre-market high break. It gave 100, 200, 300% opportunity. So there are big runners in the market, putting them on your radar every single day in the private Discord. And we have PRTG as well. Also absolutely killed it this morning at 7:09. Ended up doing a 40% pop from the alert where I was saying I was adding dips. And, you know, it was alerted, what was it, 7:09 right here. And it ended up going for a 40, 50% move. Of course, I had a loser today on AKTS where I was getting too greedy and I gave a few gains back. Luckily, AKTS, you can see AKTS is down today. And after hours, you know, 57%. I was going to swing this one, took some. They came out and they said they were going to be delisted tomorrow.
Snow Lake Resources,
and I had to completely get out of the play for a quick loss. It might have been a blessing in disguise that ended up announcing they were delisting sooner than later before I tried to average down some more and got out of that one, moved on. So let's give an update on ticker RIME. Then, like I said, I'll talk about the $1 stock that's, you know, partnered with Microsoft and NVIDIA. So RIME, as you guys know, I was talking about this over the weekend at 7 cents and yesterday at 8 cents. Guys, this had its massive run that we were looking for. Simple as that. I was talking about it multiple times, guys. It gave 100% move. And of course, great gains. I'm always going to be taking profit on 100% move. Always going to be taking most of my profit on 100% move. But of course, you can see it ended up dropping back down. And by the way, I think RIME really had its run triggered from TNXP. So TNXP has been on a play that's ran from, you know, the 13 cents levels all the way to almost $2 per share, which is an absolutely wild run of about 1,300%. So when a play runs 1,300% from the penny levels, like that 11, 10, 12 cents level or 15 cents level all the way up to dollars, then people are going to be interested in, well, what's going to be the next penny to run? And I think RIME ended up really getting that sympathy run from TNXP. That's just what I saw. But RIME did. And by the way, in the Discord, guys, this dude locked in his profits, 45K gain. That's what you got to be doing with plays like these, because unfortunately, the reality of penny stocks is they can announce offerings. And that's what RIME did. They announced a 2 million registered direct offering, a fairly small offering. I mean, the stock did $1 billion volume on the day. So it, you know, for the most part, the offering probably got ate up. 1.13 billion volume on the day when the offering is about 25 million shares. So the offering probably got ate up for the most part, but it's still going to drop. It's still going to cause panic. We got what we wanted out of this play. It's simple as that. I'm not
BioAge
really
Labs,
interested
ticker
in it unless
BIOA,
it gets down to the
announcing
4 or 5
multi-year
cents
collaboration with
mark.
Novartis
If
to
it gets down
discover
there
novel
and we're
targets for
still,
therapies that address
let's say, a week or two
age-related
out from
diseases
the
and
January
conditions.
13th meeting, I might reconsider it. But guys, right
Ticker
now I am
BIOA
not in
and
RIME. Took
NVS.
my profit. Simple as that. And great. You know, that's what we want out of a play like ticker RIME, 100%
BIOA.
pop. And that's just perfect for a
Here's,
swing that, you
BioAge
know,
Labs getting
had
a
plenty of
pop.
time to
BIOA.
add. So yeah,
About
let's talk about
17%
ticker
pre-market.
VRAR, the stock that I was talking about in the beginning. The video and the title, the video ticker VRAR Glimpse Group up 35% today. I've been talking about this one, guys, like multiple times, 3 or 4 times. And we got a really, really good press release today that I wanted to talk about to the $28 million market cap. But a lot of you are wondering, well, moon market, it dipped all the way back down here, like they're over 30, 40% from like the top it hit. How would I have known that this is still okay? Guys, I talked about this in the previous
BIOA.
video, and on the 30-minute chart,
We made USAA for homeowners who like being ready. That's why we have safety tips for things like fires.
you can draw the uptrend line just like you can draw the downtrend line break. You can also draw an uptrend line that you can use as support. So in the 30-minute, I came to the 30-minute here and glided against these two bottom wicks right there. And you can see that it never, and I said I would have a stop under this line,
Gentex, ticker
this trend line,
GNTX, signing
but it never
definitive
broke
agreement
under
to
that.
acquire
So
Vox International.
when it's close to the trend line, those are good ads for
Ticker
a play like this.
GNTX.
Those are usually good ads. And then what you can do is, if let's say you added at $1.15, then you can have your stop loss, you know, under $1.03 or even under $1,
ticker
you know, a
TTOO,
99-cent stop loss, for
announcing sale
example.
for
So
T2DX instruments
at
to
that
existing
point, if it
European
were to break
distributor.
under 99 cents, you would know it would be breaking the uptrend, breaking the trend, and it would become fairly weak. But it never did that. So you would have been in the clear if you followed the plan from the start that I gave you all. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm just showing you my strategies, what I'm doing with these plays. You don't got to buy or hold or sell anything that I'm talking
Bristol
about.
Myers,
But
ticker
I
BMY.
went over this loud and clear, guys.
In Citro,
and I really
receiving
hope
a
that this
$25 million in milestone
helped you guys,
payment from
guide you
Bristol
along the
Myers
way with
Squibb
ticker
for the achievement
VRAR,
of
because I never lost
discovery
conviction in
milestones
this play.
and the
Stocks
selection
just have
of
pullbacks.
first novel genetic
If
target
it's
for
on an
ALS.
uptrend, you know, you got to keep that uptrend in place. Okay, guys? So they did drop a PR early. Actually, it was at 4:30 a.m., so not really many people saw it, but somebody in the Discord luckily told me about it. I saw it. The Glimpse Group issues a 2024 year-end shareholder letter. So they issued a shareholder letter of what they plan to do. And it was a really, really good shareholder letter, in my opinion.
NVDA.
So they're talking about major contracts with leading U.S. Department of Defense and other
NVDA,
large
ticker
entities,
NUKK, awarded
while
a grant
working
from the US
directly
government's
with
Public
NVIDIA and
Wireless Supply
Microsoft.
Chain
They,
Innovation Fund.
they
NUKK.
reached a point where they are cash
NUKK.
flow profitable from
BIOA.
operations. They achieved this milestone without raising capital and while maintaining a clean balance sheet. And by the way, they don't plan to raise any more capital.
SAIC.
They plan to actually increase their cash position without
Ticker
having
SAIC
to raise more
awarded
capital. And the
$170.9 million
immersive
contract
industry
from the state of
itself
Texas for
also
managed
made
IT
important
security
progress
services.
with, you know, Apple, Meta, NVIDIA, Google, Samsung, Snap getting into the same
NUKK.
sectors that VRAR was already in, which is good to see. And here are some
NUKK.
examples of what they've
S&P
done. A $4
futures
million
are
contract with the
selling off a
Department of
bit.
Defense,
Pre-market.
agreement
Still
with the
trading
U.S.
up
Army
about
combat
0.05%.
capabilities, partnership with the Fortune 500 government systems, talking about NVIDIA, teaming up with NVIDIA again. What's really still a catalyst coming up is they're in the advanced stage of securing several additional multi-million-dollar spatial core contracts with multiple government, Department of Defense, and large enterprise customers that are in the value range of 5 to 10 million. So that's an upcoming catalyst, and that could lead to significant
BIOA.
annual recurring software revenue. Also, they said that their
DST.
revenues for 2025 are expected to be significantly higher compared to last year in the 11 to 12 million
BIOA.
range. And they're
WIMI, ticker
expecting to
WIMI,
be cash
develops
flow positive and
FPGA-based
increase
digital
their
quantum
cash
computer
balance
verification
throughout the
technology.
upcoming year without the need for a capital
WIMI.
raise. That means they're
Shares
making
getting a
money,
pop on that, up
putting money in the
28%
bank
pre-market.
without raising capital. And that's what they say. They really
BIOA.
have been telling us consistently that they're not going to be needing to do a
AstraZeneca,
capital
ticker
raise, which can
AZN,
give
and
shareholders more
Alexion.
confidence
AstraZeneca Rare
that this
Disease
play
reaches an agreement with the Pan-Canadian
NVDA.
isn't going to
Pharmaceutical
be
Alliance.
dilutive. It's not going to do
or
something like
PLRZ.
Rhyme. Rhyme is a completely,
Lugo
totally
for the
different play
treatment
than something
of
like VRAR.
Pediatric
Every play is
patients
different.
with
You know, it's totally different
neurofibromatosis.
than SIDU. It's totally different than
Ticker
NUKK. Remember, not
AZN.
to compare these stocks, guys, because they're all, you got to trade them all differently. Whether it's a swing trade, a day trade, a quick in and out, like
BGZ.
NUKK, for the most part, that's a day trade. Could it continue higher? I mean, it is probably has a really good possibility
MLGO.
of continuing higher for at least a little bit before it eventually does pull back. But the point is, guys, don't compare these plays. Let's continue on with VRAR. So they have relationships with some of the most successful tech companies in the world. They say they have an extremely low market cap and they have consistent selling pressure on the stock. They said they're an abandoned nano
PLRZ.
cap with top tier customers, partners, IP, and
PLRZ.
technology and exciting growth space. And they said the management board and co-founders own 33% of the outstanding share count. So it seems to me that the insider ownership is over
PLRZ.
33% from that statement. They've never sold a share in company's history. They're determined to maximize shareholder value. And all of the things they have done has not reflected in their stock price. And they're exploring all strategic options with the goal of unlocking the value for their business. And what I really want to see, because they're talking a whole bunch about it being undervalued,
PRZO.
and that could be the case. It's possible. I want to see more insider buys from the CEO. He recently bought 10K shares for a little bit over $10,000. I want to see that continue because if he believes the share price is truly undervalued, it would be good to see more confidence in that by buying shares of his own company. So VRAR is looking really good. Just keep an eye. Just draw this uptrend line. And, you know, if it stays in this uptrend, then you're good to go. If it breaks under, then, you know, you could have a stop loss and then re-enter towards, you know, the dollar support range. Okay, guys? And this is the short interest on this one isn't really too high. It's just 4.69%. And VRAR, guys, it's looking really good. SIDU did a private placement today of $14 million. Remember, a private placement isn't really a bad thing for a company like this. A high volume play like this, getting a private placement news isn't really bad. They raise money without messing up the float temporarily, okay? Eventually they will use warrants, which will add to the float, but you can see that the float is still 9.77 million and the outstanding share count increased, but the float, the amount of shares that are out there publicly to trade, doesn't instantly go up. They raised 20 million cash recently. They raised a bunch of cash recently, and SIDU ended up bouncing right after. They bounced right after they announced that private placement. I was live in the Discord when I was talking about this, and I was saying, this is going to good thing. I said it's good thing it's a private placement because it's going to give a good dip bounce, and ended up going 100% off the bottom there. If you were quick, somebody made a lot on that. Somebody made a lot. So get in the private Discord, guys. The link is in the top pinned comment. Use the WAP link down below. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm going to have losers. I'm not perfect. I try to do my best day in and day out, giving alerts in the Discord, making videos for you guys, giving the most, you know, the hottest plays in the market that I think have good potential. They're still penny stocks, so none of these are considered like long-term holds. Something like VRAR could be considered something you could hold a little bit longer than some others, but still it's not necessarily like it's not an Apple, it's not a Microsoft, it's not going to be anything like that. NUKK was crazy, NUKK, talked about it on the channel. I talked about it twice on the channel, guys, a couple weeks ago. It finally had its 1,000% run. What a runner, absolutely incredible, truly just insane. Today was insane. We had multiple big winners, and drop a like on this video if you do enjoy this content. That's it for me. Subscribe. Peace.
MTEK.
Well, this didn't come in the CFO handbook. We're growing fast, and I'm trying to keep a pulse on the business. but our data is scattered across disconnected systems.
SQQQ.
Welcome to the new Intuit Enterprise Suite, an AI-powered solution with third-party integrations that bring your data together so you can access deep, actionable insights in real time and easily manage financials, payroll, marketing, and payments processing in one place.
Helping me make faster, more informed decisions.
Intuit Enterprise
Maris
Suite.
Tech, ticker MTEK.
NEXN.
Maris Tech completes development of
NC.
Uranus drones technology and prepares for large-scale delivery. Shares getting a pop on that, trading up 20% pre-market. MTEK.
MTEK. MTEK.
MTEK. MTEK.
VZIX, ticker VUZI.
MTEK.
VZIX receives initial volume smart glasses order from Augmex.
PLRZ.
Financial terms not disclosed.
PLRZ.
Ticker VUZI.
PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
Virk. 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 Virk.
Grab.
Virk.
Got a half penny of profit there. Kind of like a false breakout, in my opinion. Morning Bacon, Mitch, Chicago, Skull, Bulls. Trying to find another name that rhymes. You're green $460 Fulls. He just like drops out. He's like, I can't trade.
Yee.
He just drops out. I made $500. Because I remember Fulls when he was not making that kind of money.
ZH.
I mean, I remember all these traders.
RCAT.
All these traders. Now everybody's making money.
VNC.
VSTE.
I don't know if PLRZ is the
VSTE.
next NUKK. Could be. It's up, what? Almost 400%. Did we get a float on this?
ACRS.
No, Skull, you're not the only one losing money, but Bulls has shared several occasions that I can remember.
Barrick Gold, ticker GOLD. Barrick Gold initiates arbitration with Mali at ICSID,
King.
aiming for fair resolution under mining conventions, ticker GOLD.
VSTE.
Yeah. That's annoying. You get a lot of slippage pre-market. You really do. $174 loss in PLRZ.
RCAT.
You know, so far it's been sort of a hotter week. Looks like VSTE, had I held it, would have been good. But it really hasn't moved up much. I mean, 4 cents. It's a couple hundred. TCBP. I'm not sure how the control click would work. Did you get the Canon R1? I'm not sure. Not unless you're really serious about taking pictures. You don't want to be like my brother, who kind of on a whim bought, like, it was a couple years ago already, but he bought, you know, the new Canon mirrorless. He got the 70 to 200 2.8. He got I think he got the 28 to 70 or what was it? What's the size on that? Basically all, you know, L glass Canon. You know, he dropped probably
CGTX.
Like $6,000
CGTX.
on all this camera equipment. I'm like, dude, you don't even really take pictures, dude. He takes like a family picture like once a year. Yeah, you start to begin to scratch your head and you're like, how much did you spend on all this
GMBM.
equipment? I'm just saying. I'm critical of my brothers too, just as I'm critical of you guys.
JXJT.
Roadzen, ticker RDZN.
NUKK.
Expanding AI-based X-Claim contract with national insurance company in India.
CGTX.
Adding 4 regional offices starting January
Okay,
2025, following strong performance.
I got $200 here. Sure about that.
Diana,
CGTX.
Shipping, ticker DSX.
I mean, okay, buying when you
secures
see
time charter for MV Santa Barbara at $22,000 daily rate starting December 28th, 2024.
PLRZ, I guess we'll watch it.
Ticker DSX.
Do you
NUKK.
justify all your purchases to your bro? No, I never asked for justification from.
NUKK.
But he did try to sell me them. I guess maybe I could buy them. I'm like, dude, I'm the one who's into taking pictures. I don't even have
NUKK.
I do have this one. This is an old
ABAT.
the plastic fantastic.
ABAT. CGTX.
I don't know, guys. I'm not liking the pre-market pickings. Looks like a lot of people are excited about PLRZ. Right now, it's just. But you know what I see on the daily chart, PLRZ, all-time highs. Like a relatively new stock. So this is where prices
PLRZ.
quick. That's good to see. So I can see why PLRZ is of topic today. My max loss reminder just came in. See, 248 came all the way back up to
MOBX.
268. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money that could have been made right there for me. That's
PLRZ.
frustrating. I don't need the fancy stuff. Just give me the basics.
CGTX.
Aster can pull stuff out of pure basics.
CGTX.
It is important to have the right tools. But I think there's something to be said. And there was, even going back to 2022, when everybody was like, Ross. Now, fortunately, Ross has lost, I think, a little bit of a following. Not because of anything bad.
VST.
Maybe simply put, his strategy is not that good for the masses. His strategy, no doubt, is good, but unrealistic and unattainable for 99% of people, it seems. The only successful traders I know that are super successful, even the ones he's interviewing,
Hologic,
ABAT.
ticker HOLX. Coming from the
PLRZ.
FDA, Hologic removes Biosorb 3D bioabsorbable markers due to risk for patient complications. FDA says there have been
PLRZ.
252 reported injuries related to Hologic's Biosorb
CGTX.
3D
Ross is lost.
bioabsorbable
I think Ross
markers.
just has a he's a
Ticker
businessman,
HOLX.
right? He's doing what,
HOLX.
you know, that's why he's deleting comments. That's why he's doing whatever it takes.
Mullen Automotive, ticker MULN,
to
announcing
maintain his
100
business.
Class 1 and Class
This is
3
my
EV
opinion.
shipments, with
It's-
sales
he's-
totaling
I mean, he has
5.5
plenty of
million
money.
through December
ABAT.
18th,
I think it's a competition.
while
I think
reducing company burn to 5.3
he
million
wants to
monthly
stay
compared
the
to
number one
NUKK.
guru.
16.8
Problem is,
million
the way he
in
trades
August
is not
24.
one that resonates with newer traders.
Ticker MULN.
50/50 resonates with newer traders. That's why Tim switched to the 50/50. That's why Marcelo switched. That's why RT switched to the 50/50. And you guys as well. And believe me, Ross is aware of this. But, you know,
ABAT.
HWH International.
Okay, so PLRZ.
Ticker HWH. Providing an update on Happy Travel
VST.
joint venture, generating $18 million
I'm tempted to get a dub here.
in revenue in 2024 with expansion plans in Hong Kong, Singapore, and Malaysia. Ticker HWH. Shares getting a small pop, up 5.7% pre-market.
BBAI.
It wouldn't surprise me in the least if Ross has come closer to 50/50, but it, you know, he has never been here what the 50/50 was.
VST.
Now he okay in some areas overlapping, but in order frequency, in trade management style, and simply what broker he uses, he's
ABAT.
not. Now maybe he has a dog and we can watch his stats. Suppose.
VST.
I had thought, you know, but you know, now Ross is doing pre-market, so who knows what's going on. I don't know. Like he doesn't stream public, so it's like I only hear what people say. What, you know, what my spies say. It doesn't, you know, it's not like we're losing sleep over this. I'm watching this. 'Cause I'm like, are we gonna get a double bottom here?
ABAT.
That 5 minute does. These charts just don't look that good. I mean, I'm looking at VST,
ABAT.
PRZO, and PLRZ. They all look like the same.
ABAT.
No, we have to refocus on the gap.
ABAT. ABAT.
We don't got time to focus on the negative. All we have time for is focus on getting better. Right. Oh, it had a nice pop there, but then back down. Looks like a false break. Selling at 252 with slippage. Look at it. Had some big buyer came in and then I want to slam
BIOA.
59 likes, guys. So, anyways, here's the rundown for the okay. We have a gap scanner that's
EOSE.
It's 50. Uh-oh.
EOSE.
No way.
NUKK.
Trying to get my money back, dude. This thing is a scallywag.
EOSE.
But why does it shoot up and then come right back down?
NUKK.
Paid back most of my money there.
NUKK.
So that's not what you want to see. You don't want to see the pop and then a quick
EOSE.
drop. Now, if you see a pop and then a little bit of a drop, okay. But the speed at which
NUKK.
that went up and then immediately dropped down was not. Now, when we're trading a breakout above an apex point and it's high volatility, such as
RGTI.
NUKK, sometimes those quick pops, you know, you can't be scared of them. You got to hit the buy because the next second they're ripping up.
RGTI.
What can help you guys get trusting those micro dips
MTC.
is to watch the 5-minute chart. Are we within a good 5-minute candle, a good 5-minute chart? Does it look extended? You know, then you also gauge, you know, the rhythm of that ticker. So there's a lot of let's just say this, there's a lot of things that come into play than just, okay, what's the candlestick show on the 1-minute chart? But you also got the level 2. So it's like you also got
PLRZ.
the time and sales, and it's like it's not
PLRZ.
an exact science. So you know, there's some
PLRZ.
people that are looking for the exact formula for what I'm seeing. I'm like, what I'm seeing is the computer screen that's displaying the chart, the level 2, the ladder, the 5-minute. What I also am seeing,
QSI.
it's not really seeing. What I'm also relying on is my
NUKK.
invisible experience and intuition. As well as at the end of the day, you put all those together, and at the end of the day, I'm still guessing. Welcome to day trading. We got 69 likes. Yuri, I agree. There's value in both. No doubt. No doubt. All right, so DSTE might be something a little bit more for me.
PLRZ.
Oh, I was going to buy that.
PLRZ.
This is a little close to the bell. I'm just going to dump it. This is 50 seconds to the bell.
PLRZ.
I'm not impressed.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Yesterday I
PLRZ.
day traded on my cell phone. What? What? NUKK? Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of TCBP. I don't think so on that one. I'm gonna pull up NUKK. Yesterday I did well. I mean, I did okay. I pulled 5,000 out of it. Or 12.
NUKK.
12,000 yesterday.
PLRZ.
This one I wouldn't be surprised if it goes straight up at the open. But what is it? The second day? The second or
NUKK.
third day of this thing moving? It's the second day.
NUKK.
Yeah.
Performance
We'll see.
shipping, ticker
Time to get it
PSHG,
moving.
SINT.
secures 21 month charter for MT Blue Moon at
NUKK.
$28,000 a day, expected
Yeah.
to generate
I like the false
17.4 million minimum revenue. Ticker PSHG.
Sent.
The price ladder is lagging. Okay, now it just caught up.
SINT.
Sent.
NUKK is also kind of a possibility here. But that one's a way bigger spread. I think a lot of people could get in trouble there. So it's just got to be a little careful.
Sent. 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 Sent.
SINT.
This one is a little shaky, but PLRZ is not too bad. Look.
NUKK.
U.S. markets are now open.
NUKK.
VST.
Big spread.
CGTX, CGTX,
TNFA,
Cent,
I don't think NUKK is safe, but it's up to you guys.
Cent,
TNFA,
I
Cent,
got
PRZO,
the whole dollar at
MTEK,
21.
NUKK,
Right into a haul.
Big
I'm not
spread.
gonna hold through the haul. I'll take the 90.
CGTX, CGTX,
NUKK,
S&P futures currently at
CGTX,
61.25, down
NUKK,
0.04%.
Big spread,
I
NUKK,
pulled $90 out of there.
Nasdaq futures
NUKK,
at
NUKK,
Ah, shoot. PRZO,
22,286,
price.
trading down
NUKK.
0.1%.
Lighter volume. Dangerous.
NUKK,
Try to catch it
NUKK,
low.
NUKK,
See how, notice how my trades are not lasting very long. Ah,
VNC,
too much
OKLO,
selling. It looks like it might go, but I'm getting a little scared.
NUKK, NUKK,
It should have already ripped in my mind. See right there. That's what I was trying to avoid. You want to be out before the drop. If it's
NUKK,
not going up, I'm out.
NUKK,
VNC,
NUKK,
QUBT,
Ah, I'm buying a falling knife there on BST. That was stupid. Okay, PLRZ. Much better looking pattern. It looks like we
CGTX,
might get a halt up here on this one. I don't know the halt level, but it's moving with velocity.
PRZO,
Yeah, I kind of felt like I didn't know the halt level because I don't have this pulled up. PLRZ.
PLRZ,
DPRO, XCH, XCH, XCH,
So PLRZ halts up here.
PLRZ.
At 309. Let's start looking at these levels. Of course, the pre-market high is always a target, especially when it holds.
VNC, VNC,
415's
Sun,
all, pre-market high is always the target.
VNC,
So we have a
VNC,
clear target that this price
Nucleus
will do. It's
ticker
not gonna go straight
NUKK
down.
shares halted to the upside,
CGTX,
So we have
up
some resistance.
CGTX,
77.95%.
CGTX, VNC,
half dollar.
Ticker
I'm
NUKK.
assuming we're gonna probably have multiple pullbacks, multiple
CGTX,
flushes if we end up
PLRZ,
SKYT,
Rarely do they
CGTX,
just go straight up. But we have the kind of the breakthrough.
PLRZ,
resistance here.
SKYT,
So there's what's
PLRZ.
going on here. But again,
PLRZ.
you can't get too overdone.
PLRZ,
Get in and get out.
PLRZ.
On these stocks.
PLRZ,
You never know when they're gonna roll.
VNC, ABAT,
PRZO, maybe.
DPRO, ABAT,
Alt resumption on NUKK. Seems awfully dangerous.
Sound,
Yep, blue skies on
PRZO,
PLRZ. That's correct, Yondo. 89 likes. Oh.
VSTE, QBTS,
Watching shares of
RR,
Joy Inc., ticker YY, Yankee Yankee. Wolfpack Research out with the report.
Halt resumption
saying they are
on
short
NUKK.
YY.
I mean, here's the deal.
RR.
They can be really good. They can be really bad. I'm sort of thinking because we're gonna have probably plenty of scalping today. I'm
RR.
gonna size down.
Shares
'Cause
of Joy, ticker
I
YY,
still wanna
are
be in for the
currently
halt
down
resumption.
0.8, down
I
8%.
still want to go. I don't want to lose. Should resume here in a couple seconds. We're gonna see if we get a quick dip and then a pop, or either way, we're gonna be in and out quick. Yeah, lost $1 a share. There's the dip I should have bought. See, this is why. So there's the dip. I sold the dip, but it's too bad.
FGL.
I'm not a fan. I lost $330 just to show you guys the stupidity of alt resumption trading. It wasn't the best entry. I should have bought the dip, but even the dip didn't even rebound. Okay. PRZO breakthrough view app set up, but I'm in late on it. That's too bad.
FGL.
I'm in late on it.
VRAR.
Huge buyer there for some reason.
QBTS. CHPT.
I got $330 lot. So there, really good that I sized down for that stupid scallywag stock.
FGL.
NUKK. Alt up is 290 on this. Oh, took a big bump
TNFA.
there.
Nucleus,
PRZO.
ticker NUKK. Shares resuming trade.
Here.
FGL.
Off the highs, trading up 62.2% and halted on a circuit breaker.
Couldn't hold through the chop. I was scared. It was hesitating, so I sold, but
PRZO.
shoot.
PRZO. PRZO.
Whoa, bigger drop going on there. There's so many tickers moving. Is it bad, but
PRZO Technologies, ticker PRZO, shares continuing higher, up 69%. Company on Monday announced they
PLRZ.
regained compliance with NASDAQ.
PLRZ. PRZO.
this is tricky. You want to stretch it low, though. Hesitated on that
PLRZ.
trade. I could have. See how I
PLRZ.
bought it and it just stood still. That's one where it's just instantly get up, especially when you're
PLRZ.
trading breakouts like this. PRZO is also going. That's a little frustrating. Nice pop.
PLRZ.
250 to 273. Either one of these would be good stocks to scalp, honestly. So you just got to focus on yourself.
VRAR. QBTS.
We still got the 350 level I feel pretty good about on PLRZ, but
PRZO.
shoot. Oh, I got
PRZO.
in so late, but I still got out. Oh.
QBTS.
Oh, got in late, sold early. You name it. I did it.
Quantum computing, ticker
CTRM.
QBT, shares popping to the high,
PRZO.
trading up over 30%. Ticker QUBT.
You name it, I did it. You name it, I freaking
PRZO.
sold early. But you still made money, and that's what matters. That's the way it works. Okay. Probably sold the tad early there as well. Got lucky on that fill. I'm going to hold that for a break of 4, hopefully. Oh, big red there. Unexpectedly.
MTC.
Someone must be selling up here.
CKPT.
Selling pressure. So this is what we call
VRAR.
being chopped up. See how it's like. So you don't want to get too clicky in this area.
PLRZ. 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 PLRZ.
Polyrizon, ticker PLRZ,
shoot.
shares continuing higher, trading up 250%. That's ticker PLRZ.
There's kind of a bigger seller there.
Company earlier announced it secured a GMP
reason.
partnership with
I'd
Eurofins.
give it back about $500 on this.
NUKK.
414 is the pre-market high.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Bought into him. Made some of my money back there.
PLRZ.
It is getting increasingly choppy.
PLRZ.
Maybe that's 'cause there's so
Airbnb,
many
ticker
people
ABNB,
that smash the
confirms
market.
it is a subject of a Spanish government investigation into
MTC.
infractions, including listings without permit numbers. Airbnb says will appeal if fined by
QUBT.
Spanish Consumer Rights Ministry.
Oh, Vols,
Ticker
good to
ABNB.
hear. Good to hear. Now I'm a little bummed out. Missed this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Shoot.
PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
I hesitated. You hesitate
KULR.
just even a second. You take a big.
PRZO. NUKK. Big spread.
And I hesitate. I had profit. I was thinking halt up.
PRZO.
All right, this one might need a pullback.
NUKK.
PRZO.
PLRZ.
This is some good scalping. Too bad.
PLRZ.
It seems like Blair always goes on vacation right when the market wakes up.
PLRZ.
Oh, Murphy's.
PLRZ.
Man, I only have $3,200. I had $4,000 and I lost everything. Sizing down. So you know how you usually get that initial spike up in profits on the day and then you lose it. That's what's happening to me. I'm counteracting it by sizing down.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Sucking back. It's getting awfully like NUKK. You know what I mean? It's feeling like NUKK.
NUKK.
It wasn't like NUKK until I'm telling you that it gets to be too many.
NUKK.
Something. But it's also extended. I might wait for it. Could go parabolic. This one's pretty
NUKK.
ugly. Shoot. 3,200 on PLRZ.
IEP.
And I got chopped.
Joby. NUKK. PLRZ. ARQQ.
Russian
Watch the spread.
deputy foreign minister says Moscow can definitely work with the Trump administration.
PLRZ.
For a loss.
FGL.
Shares of Airbnb falling a bit to the lows, trading down
PLRZ.
0.56%.
I'm off rhythm.
PLRZ.
That's the deal.
PLRZ.
Caught that at least. Caught the run to 480 at least. But man, it is very choppy.
D-Wave Quantum, ticker QBTS, another quantum name moving here, trading
NUKK.
up about
It really
21%.
It's just turning into NUKK. Very
Ticker
choppy. There's a false,
QBTS.
that's a huge.
PRZO.
So back to 3,400 on that. It's getting chopped.
PRZO.
Chop fest.
PLRZ. NUKK.
PRZO is losing steam.
PLRZ.
NUKK. Oh, we were trash talking NUKK, but that's coming. Just a
PLRZ.
smidge.
PLRZ.
Just a smidge on NUKK. Sizing down as I scalp it. There's a dip. Did not work.
Kang.
Yeah. I'm sized way down. I'm taking my smallest size and I cut it in half.
ARQQ. PLRZ. Kang.
Hesitation. So you guys got to just trade what you see.
NUKK.
Lion Electric Company, ticker LEV, shares halted pending
Kang.
news.
PLRZ.
XCHG, shares halted on a circuit breaker to the downside, trading
NUKK.
down
It's like
13%.
scallywags are killing it here. It's too extended for my taste here. Could go, but
PLRZ.
Oh, shoot.
DLO. DLO.
All right. So PLRZO, PLRZ, you got 4 green candles in a row on the 5-minute chart. Although we might have some bottoming tails on the 1-minute chart, you got to start preparing
Gang.
for chop and flushes and not good action.
D-local,
PRZO is a
ticker
little
DLO.
dangerous. NUKK is dangerous. Look at that.
Sources say D-local is working with investment bankers to explore options, including a potential sale. Shares of D-local are spiking on that, trading up just under 9%.
NUKK. ELAB. NUKK.
NUKK, I don't like it. Bulls, where you at? Well, okay, that may be karma for trying to take advantage of the trading farmer. Probably something he regrets doing.
VNCE. VRAR. 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 VRAR.
Too much red on the tape.
VRAR. PLRZ. VRAR. PLRZ. PLRZ.
Your GC, what's your GC?
VRAR.
FOMC,
PLRZ.
yeah, what's the SPY doing? Let's go take a look at the SPY. It's rebounding a little.
VRAR.
Slight chance of a pop on this. Getting spooked. Oh man, that seller's just not cracking. Let's take a little dip.
VUZI.
It's getting shaky. Oh, that was nasty. See the speed at which that dumped again? I did not like that. For whatever reason, there's a lot of sellers.
VUZI.
Good for nothings. Yeah, we tried to snap through the apex there, but then all of a sudden popped up and it dropped. So maybe a pullback here.
PRZO. FGL.
Yeah, I've noticed, RT's trying to do backside like the farmer. I'm used to it.
XCHG, ticker XCH, shares resumed and then quickly halted on a circuit breaker down 22%.
PLRZ.
Yeah, I held it too long.
PRZO.
I was hoping for a breakout there.
PLRZ.
Well, they've been copying me since the first time they found my channel on 22, and that's what I've been trying to tell you guys. They've always, it's
KULR.
It's been quite a thorough copy. And
SMX, ticker SMX, announces receipt of NASDAQ
that's
listing delinquency
KULR.
notice.
It's that they're just so intent on covering
NUKK.
that up and
Big
making
spread.
it seem like, oh, I had very little to do. I'm like, no, you guys are. That's not right.
PLRZ.
Because first of all,
NUKK.
I saw you
Big
do
spread.
it firsthand.
NUKK.
A lot of people did too, and I have overwhelming evidence.
PLRZ.
That's pinning, what I'm saying to be true. So
NUKK.
they've just, I think they've just chosen silence because they don't have anything to say except for an apology. They don't want to apologize.
PLRZ.
Unusual machines, ticker UMAC, shares popping to the highs.
PRZO.
Up about 16%.
I don't know. Things are
Ticker
getting so
UMAC.
choppy here.
Nucleus,
we made some
ticker
good money.
NUKK.
PLRZ.
Shares are halted on a
BRAR.
circuit breaker. Up 79.2%. NUKK.
PLRZ. FGL. KULR.
That's good.
MTEK.
Bulls, I'm excited. I'm so happy. And I think hopefully an inspiration to the older guys as well. dare I say older? I'm not sitting here. Okay, we got to pay more attention to this.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Of course, by the time I get involved, it's getting that choppy feel. Of course. That takes me below 5,000. Shoot.
PLRZ.
No, but it's good Vols. I like it.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Still got to watch PLRZ, but by the time I got involved, went to forward 420. By the time I got involved, it just got chopped.
PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
Shoot.
RGTI.
The flush risk was high there, and good thing I didn't take the scalp. That's something where the urge to take a trade was high because I'm like, oh shoot, it's going. But how did I avoid that flush?
PLRZ.
My intuition to say, hey, this thing's extended. My finger was on the trigger to buy, but I said no. It's an area where we could see a dump. Sure enough, we saw a dump. there wasn't anything on the price ladder that told me that. There wasn't anything on
PLRZ.
level 2 that told me this flush was happening. It was purely knowing that we were extended on the 1 minute. The risk was high. We've already made a run from 360 to 430. So barely dodged that. So I'm going to size down until I start to get back in rhythm.
PLRZ. PRZO.
Oh, flush, bought a flush. I think I
PLRZ.
sized down, man. That flushed hard. Wow.
KULR.
Now
VNC.
now I didn't expect a flush there, but now looking back, no surprise. But,
KULR.
you know, usually you get some support. I got stuck in that too.
VNCE.
That got me. So I'm already on my way to being old. Yeah, okay. I see something else moving that's as PRZO is consistent here. So
VNCE.
I don't know, guys. See how it's shaking around so much? It's hard to hold, but the 5 minute on this does look good. But I think we might get a shakeout candle up here.
VRAR. NUKK. Watch the spread. VRAR. NUKK.
I was tempted to buy that dip. I think we might get
VRAR. NUKK.
we might. I'm not going to rush into a dip. I didn't rush into that dip because the PLRZ, when I rushed into that dip, it turned into a flush. So I had kind of that fear. This is a tough one.
Toyota, ticker TM, selected to receive $4.5 million in federal funding for development
PLRZ.
of technology to support a circular domestic supply chain for electric vehicle batteries. Ticker
PLRZ.
TM.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I might try
Nucleus shares resume trading
PLRZ.
and halted on a circuit breaker, up 91.75%. Ticker NUKK.
I have to cut it. It's rejecting kind of hard. Okay, so bleeding here. NUKK is going.
MTEK. PLRZ. Maps.
Bad trade there. I'm starting to kind of grasp for straws. Then it did go up. That's nothing's worse than that. No, kind of a lighter volume deal here. PRZO, it had that look. Now it's not looking as good looking, but still of interest. ESTE. Shoot. Hold $32 out of PLRZ. This is something. Got a nice little pop on PLRZ. We got to watch PLRZ. I think PLRZ is better than PRZO, but we are in a downtrend. But how fast that popped up there is significant. PRZO is slower mover. Got to be a little bit, bigger spreads. I wouldn't recommend that, honestly.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
PLRZ. The PLRZ still got that daily chart. High is 226. If it does come to 226, that would be quite a sell-off.
PLRZ.
5-minute doesn't look so good, but oh, NUKK. NUKK is wild, guys. Love that. Back to what is for broke through the pre-market high here. Possible takeoff. 6 spreads are about 50 cents a share. Yeah, there will be people that will 50-50 this with big size. You know, in a way, I think oh shoot.
UCL. NUKK. NUKK. Big spread.
PLRZ is one to watch. The spreads are a little bigger on this.
Note. Note.
Ah, dude, that sucks. 408.
NUKK.
I was hoping for acceleration.
Watch the
there.
spread. NUKK. NUKK. PLRZ.
Nuclear shares resumed and halted on a circuit breaker.
PLRZ.
Again up 124%.
Possible flush here. Shoot.
Ticker NUKK.
That's why I was hesitating to get in there. These are tricky patterns. Dude, I really hope NUKK doesn't take off because then we have to scalp it. But you know, if we lower size to a comfortable size, it should be no problem. That's the ladder. Unless the spreads get absolutely ridiculous.
PLRZ.
That's a little frustrating. That's $400 gone. I hesitated on that. I was hoping for an acceleration there, but descending resistance, no surprise.
QUBT.
I hesitated a tad there. God, I take no
VRAR.
offense to having to mute my stream. In fact, I recommend people to not allow them to
VRAR.
get distracted by the commotion going on over here.
SKYT.
NUKK from $1 to $26.
PLRZ.
Spreads on
NUKK.
this one for $4 is quite large.
PLRZ.
Hey, dog, what do you need? Hey.
VUZI.
You go potty? And flush. Man, this thing is a pop and dropper. That's a false breakout.
VSTE.
GXAI? I'm going to take a look at it because I'm just getting chopped over here on PLRZ. Yeah,
PLRZ.
This is light volume, bigger spreads even. Not the worst.
QMCO. Big spread. PLRZ. PLRZ. VSTE. PLRZ.
Back to 5,000.
PLRZ.
I was at 5.6. Now I lost $600. I tried to go for a false breakdown here, but obviously didn't.
PLRZ.
What do you do? So NUKK.
RDZN.
Presumption. What time is it resuming at? $28 resumption.
QMCO.
Yep.
Big spread.
Now that's NUKK might be going to. What was it? Did Jack tell me? He said NUKK reminds him of Hollow. If that's the case, then we can expect NUKK to go big.
VSTE.
Jack is like a short seller expert.
VSTE.
Watching shares of quantum computing, ticker QBT. Citron Research tweeting about the stock.
I'm glad I got out break even. It's starting to get too tight.
ALXO.
PRZO PRZO gave back profit. A little bit of a dub on GXAI. The light volume though, that's not good. No, this is not good looking. Sorry. GXAI, I'm not a fan. Stupid bears. Looks like possible flush on PLRZ. You never know. Sometimes they drop and then bottoming tail rip, you know. I could see that happening on a day like this, but I could also see this going straight down. Because you saw it here, dude. We got a lot of people got whooped on this. I got whooped on this. But luckily I sized down. I got whooped on. I tried to go for a dip on that candle. I had 5.6, threw it away.
QUBT. VUZI.
Yeah, it was an interesting draw.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
I don't trust it in the least. Looks like a micro pullback for shorts and a flush.
FSLR. Big spread.
Ring. Unwrap savings up to 50% off. Don't mind if I do.
VVPR. Frey.
There's NUKK. NUKK just resumed. NUKK's going to be a parabolic stock today. PLRZ.
GXAI. GXAI.
Post in the mic, post in the Discord. I want to see. I want to see the nails. Just hanging tight. NUKK. Yeah. What if I like accidentally forgot I had like
NUKK.
3,000 shares of NUKK?
Big spread.
Yesterday.
IBIO.
We're talking like 40 grand.
NUKK. Big spread.
Fortunately, PLRZ seems to be taking the fast track down.
NUKK. PLRZ.
I would like PLRZ to heat back up, but it using heat back up. This drops to 219, rebounds instantly, quickly to 30. GXAI, too light of volume.
VRAR.
Nice rebound on PLRZ.
Nucleus shares resume and halted again, up 158%. Ticker NUKK.
KULR.
I chased it. That was a bad chase.
VRAR.
Yeah, go take a leak.
New Century Logistics, ticker NCEW, IPO opening at $4 a share.
SKYT.
PLRZ.
Okay. Wow.
PLRZ.
Okay. No. Sizing down.
XCHG, ticker XCH, shares resumed and quickly
Look at how
halted
quick that bid
to the
drops down.
downside, trading down 49.42%. Ticker SXCH.
Who buys the dips on
PLRZ?
PLRZ? A lot of people. In fact, I would. I'm not buying the dips. I keep buying after it dips.
SPYU.
But yeah, it is kind of on a weak side. What we have is a nice
SPYU.
resistance that we could get the breakout through, but this thing has already shown us it's a flusher.
PRZO.
So we got the flusher PLRZ, which might heat up. GXAI, no volume. PRZO, below VWAP, losing
PRZO.
steam. And then NUKK, parabolic, kind of a little bit nutty, a little bit wild. Volatile, I guess is the word I should use.
KULR.
Chasing the
KULR.
highs yet again. How much did I lose there? $150.
Seen a report from Financial Times.
4.7.
China is rapidly expanding nuclear forces,
PLRZ.
says the Pentagon. U.S. Defense Department reports that Beijing has increased operational nuclear warhead arsenal by 20% in a year.
Resumption NUKK. Let's look at what the resumption is on this. $32 a share. I wouldn't be surprised if this runs up even more. I know some people that will trade this. They'll trade this straight up action.
RZLV.
I don't know if I want to today. All down NUKK.
PLRZ.
69,000 shares in NUKK. Sounds like a shortstop out to me. I don't know. Yeah, PLRZ kind of has that flush feel.
NVNI. NVNI.
NVNI.
4.7.
NVNI.
Yeah, that can get pretty nasty. I mean, even with 450 shares, if I was using 1,000 shares, that would be like that would be close to a $5,000 loss with a halt down if I was stuck in it. Sometimes you get stuck in it. And now the resumption's 26.62. So that's almost a 10-point
NUKK.
loss.
Watch
from
the spread.
high to the resumption, almost 8-point loss for 34 to 8. Yeah, about 8, about 7.4.
NUKK.
$7.50 a share. So you can imagine someone who was in with 4,000 shares hesitated.
Shares of Nucleus.
They could have
PRZO.
lost $30,000.
Resuming trade.
This trade here. And so this is where you will see 50-50 traders. They will take the risk where they'll take 4,000 shares, and if
Memo.
it rips up $5 a share, they make 20 grand in about 5 seconds. But believe me, they do lose 20 grand in about 5 seconds too.
And halted to the downside,
That's what
trading up
happened here, but
142.42%.
Just to kind of highlight
Ticker NUKK.
why over time
Memo.
I've steered away from high risk trading. Here we go. Big seller there. This is a little bit of a flush risk. Trying to go here.
QUBT.
Shoot.
QUBT.
Shoot. There's the flush, I bet.
PLRZ.
I got to size down.
MOBX.
There's the flush. Yep. I told you guys about that. I avoided most of the flush, but I missed the pop. I told you guys that flush was coming. This is a flush risker. Who got stuck in that flush? I warned you. I warned you. Ah.
MOBX.
Dirty little PLRZ. Harrison Claus.
MOBX.
Lucas heard my warning and he yielded. Good.
MOBX.
It had a nice pop there. 4 to 450, but then teleportation.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Dang, brother. There we go. Good, Tariq.
PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
Neurosense Therapeutics, ticker NRSN, reporting
So
their earnings.
how did I
GAAP
predict
EPS
this,
loss
this
of
flush?
48
It
cents
wasn't time and sales. It wasn't level 2. It
versus
was, I
the
guess you would
loss
say,
of 16
intuition,
cent
seeing
estimate.
how this thing liked to drop. The warning signs were in the price action of the day.
Ticker NRSN.
The flush was unpredictable. There was no time with the level 2 to know that this was going to drop hard. It was in the personality of the ticker, and I felt it. I was like, we might get the run through descending resistance, but I wouldn't be surprised we get a big flush. In fact, I would say it's high risk of flushing.
MOBX.
450. Now we're down $1 a share. As you can imagine, people are stuck in this, down $1 a share. This is where if it dumps below 350 and a haul down, they could lose it all. I'm gonna have to go check on the trading dad to see if he's okay.
Coming up in 1 minute, crude oil inventory is expecting a drop of 1.6 million.
DLO.
Let me go check on our boy Heaven with a D.
PRZO. PRZO.
We gotta check on our boy Heaven with a D. Oh, Heaven with a D up 8 grand. Wow.
RR.
NVNI.
NVNI.
Crude oil inventories, a draw of 0.934 million versus the draw of 1.6 million estimate. EIA weekly distillate stocks minus 3.18 million versus a build of 0.8 million estimate.
RR.
Gasoline
PLRZ.
inventories, a build of 2.348 million versus the 2 million build estimate.
Shoot. I had a profit there for a second,
MGX.
TRNR.
Poet.
I might go down to 450 shares. I don't want to lose everything. But NUKK did treat me well yesterday. Oh, wow. Spreads are big, man. That's big. Big juju business. Is that a halt up? Jeez.
MSOS. PLRZ. NUKK. Big spread.
I think
MOBX.
everybody's bias when it comes to these tickers, the low flow tickers,
NUKK.
everyone's bias should be they're all going to flush, they're all going to fail. That should be the bias on all of them. And with that bias, most of the time you'll be right.
NUKK.
And then with that, if you always have a bias of these are going to fail, these are
MOBX.
not going to go up, and then they start to go up, then you can say, okay, well,
NUKK. Big spread.
now I'm going to trade it, or could see a short squeeze. Something to consider. That has nothing to do with what Max. I don't know what Max
NUKK.
was doing. I'm just sparked something. Say, some people I know have get into these biases of this one is going to be the one.
NUKK.
They start to get so into their bias. that they
TRNR.
hold. Sometimes their bias is right, but as we know, in day
VRAR.
trading, hard to be correct. NUKK, man, $25 up to 29. The hell.
VRAR.
NUKK is pretty tough. What are you guys calling? VRAR?
VRAR.
What's the float on it?
VRAR.
Yeah, this looks.
Hate seeing ads? It's almost 2025. You don't have to anymore. The internet is almost unusable with how many ads you have to
Get high here for the high day at 255. I would have liked to rip through that level. Now we got kind of a rejection. Yeah, it was a good attempt there through 255.
Lee.
What's the other one you guys are calling out? LITM?
MOBX. SKYT. PRZO. MOBX. SKYT. Node. SKYT. Node. MOBX. SKYT. Note. Note.
Wow. Yeah, I made $400 on it.
VRAR. Note. MOBX. GDRX.
Lost it all.
CYCN.
Had 500 on it. Trying to go for the break of 72. Got the chop treatment. A little bit slow to sell.
Note.
That sucks. I had 500 on it.
FGL.
Pre-market high is still 77.8.
EOSE. MOBX. FGL. VRAR. FGL. FGL.
Ah. It's hitting quite a bit of resistance up here. Incredible.
VNCE. NUKK. Watch the spread. NUKK. Watch the spread. MOBX.
I got to get the 5-minute pulled up here. It's 18 seconds to the next 5-minute chart. 5-minute candle.
FGL.
Nucleus shares resuming trade. Off the highs, up 145%. Ticker NUKK.
Not bad.
QUBT.
Not the worst. Could be better.
Beyond Inc. Ticker BYON. Shares getting a pop to the highs on volume, trading up 7.5%. Ticker BYON.
MOBX.
At 500. That sucks.
VNCE. VNCE.
Oh, that sucks.
VNCE.
That one just dumped.
PLRZ.
Okay.
MOBX. PLRZ.
Yeah. No, I'm in late on this one. Oh my goodness.
QUBT.
So hitting a little bit of a snag here, fortunately. NUKK,
KULR.
fortunately coming down. Not looking so good there. PRZO, not interested.
SKYT.
LITM. Pulled a bit out of it. Need no, you need a couple more K. I'm looking to where the money's gonna be, but
MTEK.
NUKK. NUKK is a maybe.
NUKK. Big spread. GXAI.
Lost half my profits on NUKK. LITM seems to be captivating traders.
NUKK.
VRAR. VRAR.
VRAR.
Shares of GameStop, ticker GME, getting a pop to the highs, trading up about 1.2%, ticker GME.
Wow.
VRAR.
AMPG.
VRAR. 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 VRAR.
VRAR.
Huh. 5 minutes there.
VRAR.
But
VRAR. VRAR.
VRAR.
a bit of resistance, I
VRAR.
guess.
VRAR. VRAR.
VRAR.
VRAR. VRAR.
VRAR.
How is it
DGHI.
that this...
VRAR.
VRAR.
VRAR. VRAR. PLRZ. PLRZ.
How is it that this...
PLRZ. PLRZ. VRAR. NKLA.
Got on the off rhythm there.
VSTE.
Man. Lost it all, man. I get a little bit of money, then I lose it. I think my ladder's just a little tight.
VRAR.
YSX Tech, ticker YSXT. IPO opening at $4.05 a share. Ticker YSXT. And
there we go.
Halted on a circuit breaker at $4.46.
75, 76. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
GFL. AISP. PLRZ.
Gave back. I tried to go for the dip within the rip.
GFL, ticker
VRAR.
GFL. In talks with Apollo to sell environmental services division for $8 billion. It's coming from Globe and Mail. Shares spiking to the highs, trading up 3.6%. Ticker GFL.
Got out with a small loss.
VNC.
Did not trade the breakout too well.
PLRZ. VRAR.
VRAR.
I was getting hammered in the coconuts. Moana.
PLRZ.
Make wood. LITM, I need the halt levels. 87. By the time I got in for that break, I was. Schwab emails are coming in.
MTEK. IVDA.
All down 59.
MTEK. MTEK. MTEK.
PLRZ.
MTEK. MTEK.
That's too bad. You know, usually don't dump that aggressively. Shoot. NUKK. How's NUKK doing? 22. I could start trading NUKK.
MTEK. MTEK. MTEK.
I've lost it. Where is it? There it is.
MTEK. MTEK.
That's incredible. Comes all the way back.
BLNK.
BSII.
But
NUKK. Big spread. NUKK. Big spread. NUKK. NUKK. PLRZ.
oh wow, I had a really good scalp there that I didn't take. Starting to get a little choppy, huh? I had a good scalp there that if I would have
YSX Tech shares resuming trade.
decide which trades.
Ticker
okay,
YSXT.
I just want to take what I got, or do I hold? Okay, NUKK, I think is losing my heart. PRZO break a VWAP. We did one of these yesterday. I'm gonna be
PLRZ.
have to get out there. I kind of missed that one. They said
PLRZ.
LITM. I'm burning up a lot of commissions there. A lot of fees. Not in the way I like. NUKK is halted, it appears. Boom, baby.
XXII.
Where am I
IVDA.
at on
NUKK.
profits? I'm about $5,000. You know, I'm pretty much exactly where I was an hour ago. This looks like it's going to take a little dumpy dump.
NUKK.
Seems people are
NUKK.
walking away from today a lot quicker than usual.
IVDA.
Well, fees. Maybe someone can explain it. NUKK. Yeah, NUKK unfortunately is got some issues. I'm still got an eye on PRZO for the VWAP break. It's not a huge chance of success on it.
PLRZ.
I'm sitting at just under 5,000. I've kind of just spun my wheels for the
VRAR.
last hour. That's the way it goes when you're trading cautiously. Sometimes you're gonna be going sideways. It happens in the micro and the macro, and I think where newer traders get wrong is they're spinning their wheels, not getting anywhere, and they get frustrated and they feel like they're
MTC.
not trading right, so they just keep going and going and start making poor decisions. You know, VRAR.
QUBT.
I don't even have room for VRAR. This went from 313 to 370. That's pretty good, but it went
VRAR.
VRAR.
Yep. I think I'll get rid of NUKK, I guess. VRAR last time I saw it was pretty light volume. I'm, you know, probably the same risk as NUKK, but what does VRAR have?
ECOR. Big spread.
I don't know. VRAR looks like a scary stock.
VRAR.
ECOR. Big spread.
22, man. If you can just catch one rebound on NUKK.
ECOR.
NKLA.
VRAR.
Let's see if VRAR has massive volume.
VRAR.
It has good volume, but
KULR.
it's about half the power of PLRZ. Put it that way. So, yes, it has volume. You don't need to get your titties in a bunch, but it does not have the gravitas of some of these other ones.
KULR.
PRZO. Just a little bit of everything moving here. Kind of don't want to lose my money. At a chop. PLRZ. Only if I can get it low. I'm hesitating on this trade, which probably already means it's a bad trade. Well, VRAR is taking a break now. I'm chasing.
VNCE.
Why did I chase? VRAR.
NUKK. NUKK. PLRZ. SKYT.
Out there with a small win on VRAR.
PLRZ. VSTE.
I'm just running out of things to trade. Where's LITM? I can't even crack over 5,000. Right.
UCL.
You trading a taxable account or Roth?
VNCE. VNCE.
Both.
VSTE.
GRRR. Trying to get dizzy.
VNCE. KULR.
VRAR is it's. Let me say this. Where did it go?
Trinity Biotech,
Hold on.
ticker TRIB, receives early approval
PRZO
from
is
the
doing
World
like
Health Organization to begin
This
offshore
is one I would
manufacturing
consider
of
lighter
Trin
one.
screen HIV and
KULR.
Guinea Gold HIV, ticker TRIB.
It seems like it's getting bid up. Let's see. Why
Shares
did I
getting a
buy
pop
it?
on that, trading up 18% under
Better
a
volume,
dollar stock.
or
ticker
maybe what I would
TRIB.
say is lower
PRZO.
liquidity.
VST.
PRZO got that look, but starting to fail. NUKK.
Soundhound AI, ticker
VST.
SOUN, shares continuing higher, trading up about 17%, hitting a high
I
of
should have bought the dip here on
22.65,
NUKK.
ticker
VST.
SOUN.
VST. VST. VNCE.
I see selling on the tape. There should be green on the tape. I'm seeing red. Oh my gosh.
RR. VNCE.
VRAR is just gone. Gone, boy. Gone. Couldn't hold up. Gave us an 11
QUBT.
cent breakout over 296 and then died. PRZO, terrible. VRAR, terrible. 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 Terrible.
MTEK.
Not so terrible, but a little bit. The message was
MTEK.
not a huge fan. But I'm going to replace
MTEK.
VRAR with LTIM.
AISP.
LTIM still holding up. I'm going to put NUKK back for 4.
RR.
Kato.
Man, NUKK is not fun.
U.S.
Looks like
Supreme
it's
Court
dumping
agrees
here.
to hear South Carolina's bid to end public funding of
I
abortion
need a little bit more
provider
clear pattern.
Planned
to find
Parenthood.
that. Oh, jeez. Where are you guys making money? Yeah, I saw that dub on LITM. Missed it as well. Things have kind of fallen into oblivion here. A little bit of a bottoming tail on this scallywag ticker PLRZ.
VRAR. VNCE.
Just taking a small win. I would look for support on PLRZ. Maybe that's where I should be. Hey, I made $120 there. That's pretty good.
KULR.
What's 3 times 4.5? 9. About $110. PLRZ, I like that
KULR.
bottoming tail, but it's not the best.
KULR.
Okay. LITM, I think is decent, especially if you are more for the sub-dollar hyper scalping. I was able to do okay.
Watching shares of Sezzle,
$100
ticker
on it, which is not that great.
SEZL.
Yes.
Seen a short report from Hindenburg Research, and shares are halted
NUKK,
to
I'm
the
kinda wanting
downside
to somehow
on
make
relatively low volume. Ticker SEZL.
Nice bottoming tail there, and I missed it. Makes me want to back out of this lobby.
VRAR.
Cato.
MTEK.
Dude, it had a nice bottoming tail rebound, but no follow through on the next candle, so I had to jump out. It went from
MTEK.
2470 back up to 2580. That's $1 a share rebound. So those are what I'm trying to
VNC.
catch.
MTEK.
This one,
VNC.
obviously,
CDC
well.
confirms for the
Relatively
first severe
nicely.
case of H5N1
MTEK.
bird flu in the United States.
VRAR.
Confirmed on December 13th. Patient hospitalized with severe
PNC.
case of
PLRZ.
avian influenza virus infection in Louisiana.
I have to get out of there. Oh my gosh, back to 4.7.
MRNY. VRAR.
Where am I gonna make money? Imagine 18,000 shares on NUKK.
ISPC.
Accidentally hit it.
ISPC.
You gotta be careful with this. Yeah, I want to try to get a dip rebound. I'm also liking PLRZ.
VNCE.
Maybe I should just go there. Yeah, take the finger off the trigger here. I think this has to come down more. Halt down is 23. There's some green on the tape there.
VRAR. VSTE. VRAR. SINT.
I'm out, dude. It has to go or I'm out. I pulled out $100 out of there.
SINT. MTEK. VSTE.
I got a really good entry on this.
VRAR.
I'm gonna try to hold it, but man, it's scary.
VRAR.
Wow. Wow. Terrible slippage.
KULR.
Watching shares of Snap, Meta,
VRAR.
Pinterest. U.S.
NUKK.
Supreme Court will hear
NUKK.
arguments in ByteDance and TikTok's bid to pause the law that
Those are
would
NUKK.
force sale or ban TikTok
NUKK.
app.
NUKK.
Shares
Big
of
spread.
Snapchat sold
NUKK.
off
Yeah, it's-
somewhat
it's
sharply
spread.
and are reversing, trading down
Hell,
1.1%.
QUBT.
No, what? Sold out at
Ticker
308,
SNAP.
308. Now we're seeing now we're seeing
QUBT.
316, 316, 322. I was selling at
NUKK.
308, 305. Oh my gosh, that makes me want to hit something. A lot of money I missed out on there. Heck of a lot of money I missed out on.
QUBT.
Oh man, don't even tell me about it. Oh!
PLRZ.
Sezzle, ticker
PLRZ.
SEZL, shares resuming
PLRZ.
trade after the Hindenburg short report.
Ah, dude, I
Off
could've
the
been up
lows,
way more.
down 18%.
Didn't do so well on that one.
VRAR.
Keep thinking we're gonna get
VRAR.
on NUKK.
PLRZ.
You gotta cut it. Lost everything on NUKK. I think that was about what, $400 I lost. $500 loss there. Chasing it, not really buying a dip, kind of chasing it.
mRNA. PLRZ.
I always make a poor decision.
PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
If I could get NUKK on a run when even with 900 shares,
PLRZ.
boom, $2 a share, $1,800. Happen quick. We're just in very
PLRZ.
tight consolidation. Actually, kind of looks like a flush pattern, which is I'm trying to find a bullish bias on
MTEK, 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 MTEK.
Can't really formulate a bullish bias on this one either. Have to wait for a pullback on it. Wait for a pullback and maybe a run to 350.
MTEK, MTEK,
MTEK.
Blin,
Right as NUKK
MTEK,
bounce.
Blin.
MTEK.
I'm not ever catching the dip. I'm always late. So it's like not really worth. It's just
Top
it's just
Senate
I think it's worth it.
Republican
Going back
McConnell
to
urges Supreme Court not to delay TikTok ban law, calling First Amendment arguments, quote, meritless
VUZI.
and unsound.
Don't want to rush into this one.
PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
Gotta cut it. Don't want to rush into this one. I don't know why I'm just like going back and
MOBX.
forth like I have good profit. Have a headache. Time to just
QMCO. QMCO.
Blin,
QUBT.
KULR.
How are you guys doing today? This has been where's my frankincense? I gotta chill.
KULR.
It's not a bad day. I'm up $5,000, but it's just the fact that I've been trading for how long now? I haven't even really put together much profit. I've maintained my profit, but haven't.
KULR.
Blin,
Yeah. NUKK is the NUKK is an animal, dude.
FGL. KULR. VRAR.
Got a little bit of my money back on NUKK. $200. I should have held it more. That was a good entry down there at the 23.57. I saw at 23.43. Ah, should have held it just the extra few seconds, man. I would have been back green.
VRAR.
NUKK, you scallywag. PLRZ.
KOPN. VSTE.
All right, guys, I'm gonna chill out. I really need to cool. That is frustrating.
KULR. KULR. PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
Not up enough, I'll say that. Dude, these scallywags know how to scam you. So good.
TSLZ.
This one, frustrating. 24. I had the entry, perfect entry at 23.42.
PLRZ. PLRZ. PLRZ.
I had the right idea. It is lighter volume here.
PLRZ.
VRAR gone. PRZO gone. LITM.
SKYT.
No desire to trade that. Or do I? Really?
Zone. NUKK. Big spread. NUKK. Big spread.
I think I got a break even trade
PLRZ.
there. No cigar. Again, I'm just sitting really where I was a long time ago. I'm sucking. And it's not, and I shouldn't say that. I'm doing all right. I'm not saying that to be arrogant, but I'm saying what's kind of the problem is our options. Our options today, or at this moment of the day, are limited. You know.
Poet.
This was foolishness. 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 I want to get out of this trade. I mean, the pattern looks good, but the volume is light. Yeah, I see NUKK. I had the right idea on NUKK, and I don't want to hear you guys talk about it. Yeah, done with this PRZO. That's junk. LITM had the right PLRZ. That's gonna be my famous. That's gonna be my fame. I want a T-shirt that says that I had the right idea, and then it's gonna be like a huge red number underneath it. Quote: I had the right idea. I mean, that's gonna be the shirt. Right idea, bad timing. I want that forever.
VSTE.
You know, 138 likes this morning. It's been a doozy of a day. I'm sitting just below 5K. Yeah, Blake, it might. I'm thinking PLRZ is one of the better options. Even that. Like, this one ended up working.
Poet. QBTS. Blin.
I have this dream of hitting a good
NKLA.
trade.
PLRZ. NKLA.
QUBT, TK,
VSTE.
I can't. PLRZ. Yeah, I think we better go look at.
EVC, SBC, QMCO,
Every time I come here, then I.
AISP,
So.
VUZI, VUZI,
So annoying.
KUR,
Selling half. That bid drops out.
QMCO.
Like nobody's business.
NKLA.
I got a little bit of money there, man. I guess I kind of got the trade I wanted.
QMCO. Big spread.
SBC,
Oh my god. NUKK. This thing is satanic.
SLDP, EVC,
PLRZ.
IVDA, DNUT,
Every time I trade it, I just get destroyed. So I think NUKK needs to
AISP,
go off my screen.
ABVE,
NUKK off. Gone. LTIM I should have held.
NVRI,
I had to take NUKK off my screen. I'm sitting at 5,000. I mean, you can't make this.
QMCO,
Can't make this.
TK,
Evan with a D. What happened? Look, get it off my screen. I don't want to see it.
LPTH,
Made good money on it yesterday. Now it's coming
LPTH.
back to steal it. Not giving it. Not giving back my money.
RR.
PLRZs, what's this? Low VWAP. DC now.
Bion, SLDP,
RR.
DNUT,
Ah, shit.
NKLA,
There goes $1,000.
ALXO, IVDA,
Have
NKLA.
to cut it for a loss.
Sound,
Why did I take 9,000 there? That's gonna be the question. I ask myself
LWLG.
for the next 40 years. Because you look at the volume at this.
QBTS.
LITM though, bro, that's
NEXN,
PLRZ.
looks like I should have held it. Man,
LUXH,
PLRZ.
I just zapped about $500 off my account just now.
PLRZ.
400 at least.
NVRI, EVC,
Zapped.
Oust, Bion,
So Gorbachev, tear down this.
PLRZ. Bion.
LTIM,
DH,
dude, now I'm at
NUKK.
4.7. I
KULR.
want to be at 4.7.
IVDA,
LITM, I had that
QMCO, EVC,
Scallywags. There's no volume here. I can't. What could happen is a false breakdown on PLRZ. That could happen. But
ALXO.
I'm weighing the probability of that happening. Probabilities.
QUBT.
A little bit of a dub pattern on PRZO. That would be interesting if
QMCO.
that
Big spread.
NVRI.
pattern resolves and starts to take off steam.
STIM.
PRZO
RGTI.
could come ahead here.
NUKK. Watch the spread. QMCO. Big spread. NUKK. Big spread.
All right, Joshua. Take it easy.
QMCO. NKLA.
VRAR.
NEXN. ALXO.
NUKK.
IVDA.
How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video, and cheers, by the way. I
TBIOA.
appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, as always. So we have to break down this company today called Silver Corp Metals. We're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do with this stock, and overall, we'll talk a little bit about silver, why I'm watching this company in general.
PLRZ.
So, guys, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So like I said, the company is
NKLA.
called Silver Corp Metals, and they're on the New York Stock Exchange under ticker symbol SVM. And you guys can see recently the stock has taken a little bit of a haircut after seeing crazy performance so far this year, which we'll talk about why it took a haircut later in the video, which this could be opening up an opportunity, right? So we're down from $5.40 to now $3.11, or about 40%. So pretty big pullback here, which I think ultimately will get brought up. We can see now we're approaching a multi-month support at about $3, which held obviously back in the beginning of September, back in the beginning of August, and each time over the last couple of months, we've tested this $3 level. We've rallied, right? And you guys know silver, which Silver Corp Metals is a silver producer, obviously, hence the name. Silver has been going crazy. I'm not sure if you guys have seen silver's chart here, but overall, guys, this entire year, we've been up trending. We were at $24 an ounce, you know, back in the end of March, and now we're at $31 an ounce. The chart looks beautiful. We've been going up a lot on the 4-hour chart, on the 1-year chart. You guys see how much silver has been up. And, of course, on the 3-year chart, this bull market in silver has been nuts. In just about 2 years, silver's price has gone up from $17.40 an ounce
PLRZ.
to now about $31 an ounce. That's almost a double up in about 2 years. And that's nuts. And of course, inflation has been a big driver in the price.
This is where it gets a little bit hard to do
silver,
these pennies
part of the driver. Of course, the price of gold as well.
Shares of Tesla, ticker TSLA at the intraday highs.
United States and across the globe and other areas.
$479.84.
Right, people have been buying up silver and other metals
PLRZ.
like gold to hedge against the deterioration of the dollar or whatever currency.
PLRZ.
If not in the United States.
NVDA.
Right? So clearly inflation is persisting. Sure, CPI has come down if you want to believe that metric. But there's still a lot of inflation in different categories out there, right? And people, their dollars aren't going as far as they used to. So they're buying up silver and other, you know, silver stocks, kind of like SVM, for example, here. Which overall, guys, when you're, you know, looking at silver producers, silver stocks in general, this can provide you a leveraged return to the rising
QBTS.
value
I
of
just
silver.
honestly,
If you go for a company with
ALXO.
strong fundamentals that are producing, right?
They
They
do
can
just
actually provide
NXDT,
you a leveraged
CPIX,
return to the rising value of
NKLA.
silver. Is it guaranteed now? No, of course, nothing's guaranteed in the stock market, but it's
68
definitely
goes to
worth
78.
you know, noting when you're looking at silver.
I think I'm getting a
silver
little
stocks
NXDT,
in general.
CPIX,
You know,
CPIX,
SVM, for example, could be a candidate
SEDG.
here.
Ate a
These
little bit,
are
though.
a great
That's
way
nice. Just a little
to
bit.
provide a leveraged return.
But for a
in
million shares
crazy
traded,
bull
obviously, it's
market.
high
Metals,
fees.
which we're in as of right now. So let me dive a little bit
MULN.
deeper into the fundamentals of this company, guys. And by the way, guys, don't forget to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe here on YouTube so you guys can see this is their main page here, Silver Core Metals Inc.
TSLA.
Sustainable silver for the
PLRZ.
expanding green energy sector. As you guys know, of course,
okay.
silver
I'm
is
snowballing
a
way too
big part of the green energy sector. Key component, which is another driver overall of you know, kind of this thesis, the silver bull market.
I should be on LITS.
Companies, right? They're trying to you know, fuel this green energy sector expansion. So a little bit more about Silver Corp Metals here, guys. They're a Canadian mining company headquartered, of course, in Vancouver, Canada, with an 18-year operating track record. And guys, they build and operate profitable mines that generate
TSLR.
sustainable value for stakeholders. And Silver Corp, like I mentioned earlier, I'll say it
NUKK.
again, trades
Big
under
spread.
the ticker symbol SVM on the TSX
Man,
and
I'm just
the New
absolutely
York
flabbergasted.
Stock Exchange. And overall,
NUKK.
guys, their strategy
now
is
I'm
to
4,000
develop
flat.
and operate
Oh,
profitable
do I have
mines
the
for
discipline?
sustainable long-term
Do I have the
cash flow.
TSLA?
They leverage their financial strength and technical capabilities
manners,
to assess and execute on merger and acquisition opportunities worldwide.
Don't be a
and
don't
they
be a
invest
drama queen.
in and incubate world-class mineral opportunities to grow shareholder value. Very
SLDP.
key. And Silver Corp operates several silver, lead, zinc mines
NXDT.
in China, and they're also advancing the El Domo project in Ecuador, which I'm pretty sure you guys can see here right above my head. You guys see that El Domo project
TSLL,
in Ecuador,
OWLG.
which it's actually a high-grade copper
QMCO.
and gold venture. And to make
NXDT.
things even better, the company has standout
CPIX.
margins, and they're outpacing industry
All right.
peers and many
PLRZ.
other sector averages. Let me actually show you
Although it
guys
looks like a
exactly
very
what
bad
I'm
QSO
talking about
ticker
here. So check
spread.
this out,
SVL
guys.
shares
Their
halted to the
EBITDA
upside.
margin trailing
Trading
down
12
to
months is
28%.
46%. That's
NUKK.
very impressive
TSLR.
considering the peer average is 17%. The Vanguard Industrials ETF is
QMCO.
around 16%.
QMCO.
And the GDX is 40%. So that's very good, especially
PLRZ.
that Silver Corp's EBITDA margin is above GDX's, which that ETF comprises some of the
VST.
best mining companies in the world, right? So
NXDT.
that's very good for
NKLA,
Silver Corp. And on top
ONMT.
of that, their return
QMCO.
on equity trailing 12 months is at 8.8% versus the
NUKK.
1.8% peer average. Very good. And guys, they also have a very strong balance sheet position for growth through organic and strategic opportunities. So you guys can see right here, we got some news
SOGP.
recently which is putting some selling pressure on the stock, which we saw earlier in this video, which I think ultimately the
Okay, made
stock
back some
will
money there.
rebound based on the
NUKK.
charts. We
Big
got
spread.
this news a couple weeks ago saying
LPT.
that
If I
Silver
could
just
Corp
get to 5K,
announced
I'll be happy.
closing of a $150 million
PLRZ
SOGP.
convertible
Very
senior
dangerous.
notes offering. You guys can see here, if I come down a little bit, they announced this a couple of weeks ago. Like I said, they announced a private placement offering of $150 million. That's the aggregate principal
NUKK.
amount of 4.75%
SEDG.
convertible senior notes due 2029, which includes
KULR.
the
I
jumped in
exercise
for
in
the
full of the
W
initial
pattern.
purchaser's option to purchase up to an additional US $20 million aggregate principal amount of notes. And you may be asking yourself, Stas, what is Silvercorp planning
QMCO,
to do with this
NUKK.
money? Well, they
Big
intend
spread.
to use the net proceeds from the offering for the construction of copper gold mining projects
PLRZ.
outside of China and for the exploration and
hold. You gotta break
development of
even.
other projects and, of course, for working capital. So this money will be put to good use, which is why ultimately I think the weakness in the stock price will correct. And the company reported some numbers recently.
PLRZ.
Adjusted net income of $17.8 million, 9 cents per share, and
NKI.
cash flow from operations of $23.1 million for Q2 fiscal 2025. And coming down here a little bit more, some key highlights for Q2 fiscal 2025. We can see right here they mined 361,000 tons of ore, milled 297,000 tons of ore, and produced approximately 1,100 ounces of gold, 7 million ounces of silver, unbelievable, or approximately 1.8 million ounces of silver equivalent, plus 13.2 million pounds of lead and 5.8 million pounds
PLRZ.
of zinc. And they also sold approximately 1,200 ounces of gold. Unbelievable, guys. And like I said, net income $17.7 million or 9
Shares of Tesla
cents
continuing higher,
per share.
hitting a
And
high of
overall, guys,
46.17.
when it comes to revenue,
Up
revenue came in
1.1%.
Probably
at
sold right before the
approximately
break.
$68
Yeah, see, that's how it
million, an
always
increase of
happens.
26%
That's how it always
year over
freaking
year.
happens.
Pretty good. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much the
EVC.
rundown on Silvercorp Metals, ticker symbol SVM. I'm liking it. I'm liking it in this bull market for silver, which I don't think is going to stop anytime soon. And this dip right here, I don't think will last much longer in SVM. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Let's see. But the chart here looks good on the 4-hour. We're holding support at $3 in the midst of a continuing bull market in silver. And on the 3-year chart here, let me pull it up. You guys can see just how good we look on this time frame as well. Overall trend is holding. We just ripped to 530 recently, which we took out the highs from May of 2023. This chart looks really good.
EVC,
and this
CMGL,
spot right here, $283, based on the chart, is where buyers might come in.
I think I should have held this.
SVM, guys, fundamentals are strong, numbers are strong. You know, the chart looks really good, so I'm watching it very, very closely for all of those reasons. And look at silver, man. Does this look like you? It wants to slow down anytime soon. It doesn't to me. So yeah, add SVM to your watch list. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I own 0 shares of this stock as of now, full disclosure. And this video was made for entertainment purposes only. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.
Sure, Mighty Goat's all over this. This one,
Sezzle ticker SE.
I got
ZL shares resuming trade.
MOBX.
I got spooked selling out at 393. Obviously, as soon as I sold out, it rips up. So
NUKK.
That it does anger.
PLRZ. PLRZ.
Maps.
NUKK. NUKK.
EVC.
Lost $180.
Mob. BCLI. QMCO.
PLRZ.
This is where I always get stuck in
PLRZ.
those double tops, man. That sucks. Back to 4.6 on the day, $500 loss.
PLRZ.
This trade would have worked if I held this trade.
Mob.
Got chopped up on.
AMPG.
That's too bad.
AMPG.
VNC. QS.
PLRZ.
ONMT. LPTH.
Right back down. Okay, $1,600. Is that good enough?
QMCO.
You know, not bad. Not bad there. It gets me to 4.8. It does spin up a lot of fees there. This is garbage.
LWLG.
SMTK.
Double bottom trade here, dub pattern. I got spooked out on the light volume.
NUKK.
On me. LITM, kind of a topping tail there.
NUKK.
LITM.
I don't know.
QS.
NUKK. Don't even tempt me with NUKK.
Poet.
Yep, NUKK is creeping up. Looks like I missed it. 23 to 28. Oh.
KULR.
PLRZ did do a little bit of a run there. The 336, possibly an algo spike. I don't know if that would have been. I don't know if that would have been tradable.
SLDP.
Or was that PRZO? Oh, PLRZ and PRZO kind of did the same thing. Did the FOMC just start? Like what just happened?
NUKK. NUKK.
I think LITM I'm going to walk away from.
NUKK. NUKK.
QS.
Walk away from that one. PLRZ, slight chance of it firing back up, but
NUKK.
NUKK.
I have a feeling people are going to be over on our boy
NUKK.
NUKK is
big spread.
Unpredictable. Look, I'm assuming it's coming down here. That would be my best
NUKK.
guess.
EVC.
NUKK. PLRZ.
$700, Tariq. What do you get? Hey, what do you guys got on P&Ls? Type it in
SLDP.
so I can see.
QMCO.
QMCO.
Frey. LWLG.
It's nucking fucks.
QMCO.
I don't trust NUKK.
Big spread.
NUKK, yeah, it could come up to
MBIS.
30.
QMCO.
GR.
But
QS.
the entries on it are kind of tough. Here's a pullback. The pullback went from 26
PLRZ.
to 40. You know, you get $2 pullbacks. So PLRZ and NUKK probably the best chance of success there.
SMTK.
PLRZ,
LPTH,
VSTE,
QMCO, PTIR,
It just gave me a break-even
QMCO,
trade.
WLG,
I sold pretty quick on the market order, so it's not like
KULR,
but you put your order up on the ask, it doesn't always fill, and if
KULR,
people see your order, it can sometimes cause a drop. So partly why I didn't put my order there. I got maybe a $10 profit out of that trade, which for all the risk I was taking, a lot of risk. Right down 2703. So theoretically, if I would have held it longer or sold on the ask, potentially I could be selling here at 2680. A whole 50, I could have lost another $400. So I'm still going to watch NUKK, but
big spread.
how many people are break even? 77% green today. That seems like 147 likes. That's not
NUKK.
I mean, that's not a lie. I'm trading way long today. Way long.
NUKK.
Sitting at
ASTL,
$4,800, probably about $300 in fees since I traded LITM. With some success. I mean, I definitely have made profitable money on it. PLRZ.
NUKK.
Yuli,
PLRZ, I lost probably about 1,000.
Hyatt Hotels, ticker H,
NUKK.
enters long-term licensing agreement with the Venetian Resort in Las Vegas.
I'm tempted to try to get a trade on it, but look at this. I mean, you
Maps.
try to get an entry and it did well. Okay, the spread's tightened up a little bit right there. That's a tight spread. You could consider
PLRZ.
It's probably going to drop. Looks like somebody took an entry. But it's like, okay, you're in at 304,
VSTE.
303. You have no profit. Now you're red. So it's like, again,
PLRZ.
a dip, not worth taking.
SMTK,
LWLG.
Trail runner for life. Good.
STFS. LXEH.
ASTL,
Probably will wrap it up here.
Kang.
EVC,
PLRZ. If I could go short, I probably would. Had the right idea
AISP,
here, 290. Now it's not as good.
LXEH.
MULN,
LXEH.
FLL, SEER,
PLRZ has dumped quite a bit. The question is, will it continue to dump?
Blinn,
The question is, will we catch a rebound? And I think there's a good chance we could if we're patient. LITM. Kind of a scallywagger for me. NUKK.
AISP.
SEER, ICCM, SEER,
Lost $200 there, so obviously NUKK's not working for me.
SINT.
Takes me to 4.63. NUKK, just get it off my screen. I nailed it yesterday,
LXEH.
but today obviously is not the same. So if I could just get back to
FLL.
4,000 or 5,000.
MULN,
If I could just get back to 5,000, I won't ask for anything else.
NEXN, AISP. DH.
$287. Oh. NUKK is a frustrating one because I was up about 400 on it. Actually, I think on NUKK, I think I was up $700. So that's a $1,400 blown on NUKK from what I had, which was about 700 to now being 650 red. That's about $1,400 I blew away on that. And really, it's not a big deal.
Maps.
This just keeps going.
NE